Yo, we are the All Over the Place podcast. I'm Dion, that's Slink.
I'm Slink, and we're here
Yes, we are.
by the grace of God with everything that's going on in the nation's capital, with the violence and all that. But we got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about tonight, but like we always say, the first 10 seconds, we try to let y'all know what y'all getting ready to watch. So, talk about everything politics, sports,
Health, wealth, credit repair,
relationships.
relationships between the son and the father, and the mother, the daughter, and the girlfriend, the side piece. Everybody's included. We try to include everybody. That's why we call it All Over the Place podcast.
So, with that said, let's start the show.
Welcome to the show, Lacy Lane. What's up? Welcome to the show, my man Ray. What's up? Welcome to the show, Risha. What's up? Welcome to the show, girl. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, 58. What's up? Welcome to the show, Stanton Road. What's up? Welcome to the show, Stanton Turn. What's up? Welcome to the show, boy. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, Wheeler Road.
Yo, All Over the Place podcast, Monday night, 7:30.
Family. We're getting closer and closer to the tip-off of the 2022
Yes, indeed.
NFL football season.
Robert Jackson.
I seen the Jackson family had something last night. Didn't invite all over the place podcast, but we still love you.
Still love you.
We've been missing a lot of invites. You know what I'm saying? We still open for invites at all times. But look, Monica Massey,
what's
right
happening?
on time. We got a lot to talk about.
Yes, indeed.
There's been a high uptick in shootings in the area from the neighborhood from which we come, which we are disappointed, but glad no one was killed. But from the Longfellow area, was 3 people that were killed, young people that were killed. We sent our condolences out to the family of the family of 3 people that were killed on Longfellow.
You gotta put them guns down.
Keenan, what does that say? Keenan
Braxton, Donetta
Dyson,
Jimmy Joyner.
Those are the 3 people that were fatally shot or killed up in on Longfellow, which is considered the 5th district. Up there, it's up there by Emory Heights.
Yeah.
We'll send a shout out to our prayers from All Over the Place podcast go out to the families of those who were fatally shot. Also, in entertainment, breaking news. Michael
K. Williams dead today at 54. Prayers go out to him and his family and friends from the All Over the Place podcast. I was Omar, if y'all don't know.
Better known as Omar from The Wire.
Yeah, he was on quite a few shows.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he always played the crud ball.
Yeah.
He was the king crud ball player.
Gone but not forgotten.
Shout out. Found dead in New York.
Yeah, in his apartment.
His apartment or hotel?
I believe it was his apartment.
Okay, apartment. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Man, prayers up. You know, we always spend the first couple of minutes, getting the prayers up, letting the people come. Eric Johnson, how you feel, my brother? It's a lot going on, man. Shooting uptick around Riggs Park area, man. We're going to pray for anybody that was involved. Just glad no one was killed or, with guns have gone wild. Listen, man. You got to put them Jones down, man. This is getting close, man. You got a lot of stray people getting shot with bullets, people. Now, you saying that things go on there. Y'all got to start going in your kids' room, looking in their room, in their drawers, up underneath their beds and stuff. Y'all got to start shaking them down, man, because a lot of times y'all have kids living in your home. You think they're your baby, but in the streets, they real shady. So you got to be careful. It's 2 sides, Mama, you can't never do nothing wrong when it comes to bomb.
Can't never do nothing wrong.
But in the streets, they don't see you that way. You could be shady in the streets, but mama's baby. So now you got mama crying about, kids getting shot and all that. But all the time, when your kid leaves your house, you don't know what they're into.
Exactly.
You need to get a little further into their lives and find out what's going on. Start talking to them, discussing, what they're into. Because man, it's getting dangerous, man. DC is becoming nowhere near as bad as Chi-Town, but in somewhat of a format DC is getting real dangerous.
Yeah.
It's already been dangerous, but it's picking up.
Yeah, it's picking up.
It's picking up.
It's
Also,
picking up.
COVID, 40 million
Ooh,
cases now with the new strand of Delta.
Yeah, and now with the kids going back to school, man, we got to be ever vigilant. Get them kids vaccinated if you can. Or we got a big decision to make, man. As parents.
We got to get our educators back on here. Keisha Kemp.
Yeah.
My
man, Dr. Smoke.
Dr. Smoke. Also, got a new guy I can bring in. Educator also is a teacher he teaches physics at Ballou, Michael Moore, the homie Michael Moore.
Indeed.
Talked to him this week and try to get some people back who can talk about check the temperature of these kids in the street, man, because it's kids killing kids now.
Yep.
People 30, 25, 19, 15. Man, it's still, you haven't even lived your life.
Nope.
You still got so much of your life to live, man.
Mm-hmm.
Dion, he's just getting a little bored. He's engineer. He can't leave it. He just gonna relax, man. They gonna come. Don't worry, they coming. They coming.
Jackie.
So they coming. Hey, Jackie, how you
See
doing?
you at church doing your thing too.
Back up, all over the place, moving around. All right, moving around. I'm glad to see.
It was beautiful to see.
Also, want to thank everybody who prayed for me and my family. When I had a chance to go through, and my family, because we all together, we all the one. So, sisters back up and running around, back at the church, Ocean City, Blue Dolphin, man, that's going to Deep Creek. But that's what life has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
When you feel better about yourself,
true.
You feel that you can be a part of the masses.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna just say this: I have pulled back from a lot of association as far as with social events and all that because of the uptick in the variants of the Delta.
Mm-hmm.
And along with people's vaccination, all those also seeing people eager to pull their mask down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget that they both go hand in hand. If you look at Facebook, you're seeing a lot of people at parties and cookouts and they ain't got no mask. I know they say, yeah, well, we outside and all. Yeah. But why not be extra safe?
Well, I mean, like I said, if the whole house is vaccinated, you good. But if you out and you don't know what the deal is, it's gonna be tough for me to get out there. I know it's tough. I know you said you're not going out there no more.
No.
I mean, it's too dangerous, man. It's too dangerous. So just stay protected, y'all.
Hey, Jay Rich, what's happening? Happening, champ? How you doing? We're gonna have to give you a number that you can call in one time so we can get your perspective. You might have to hide behind something, the wall or something, just to get on that jizz on. But you'll make it happen. You'll do what it do. Get up underneath a bunk or something.
Yes,
you know what I mean? You got to get my man's because he got a real great perspective.
Okay.
And man, listen, NFL's great start.
Yeah, we getting ready.
We got like 4 more days before we tip off the season with Tom Brady, 44 years old.
Yeah, going up against the comeback kid, possibly Dak Prescott. We'll see what he got.
22. Hell with Dak. Man, I don't even think people really paying attention. Brady is 44 out there still winning, man. Yeah. 44 years old, 7 rings.
7 rings.
Now, the question was, who's the GOAT between him and Jordan?
He's the GOAT. Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's what the argument was today. A lot of people were saying that it's harder to win a Super Bowl than it is NBA championship. Now, I don't know.
I don't know. We need to debate that.
I don't know.
What do you say?
I think it's kind of harder because you got 52-man roster opposed to 14, 15-man roster.
Okay.
And you have to depend on 10 or 11 or 20 people for everything to be in unison opposed to 4 or 5.
Well, I say it like this. I mean, because it's 11 on each side, so if you got a good defense, I mean, it all works together with football. But I say this: if you win a championship, I don't care what level you're on. It's a very hard to win a championship if it's basketball or football, honestly. So,
or tennis,
or whatever it is. If you win
US
a championship,
Open, you don't have no
hard.
What you with US Open? You don't have no help.
Nope.
You don't have no help. You be playing by yourself, and sometimes like Serena and Venus, or any other ethnic group that look like us, they be playing against the opponent and everybody in the stands.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's wild that you talk about tennis because Osaka just said that she's gonna step away from the game for a little while. I was kind of surprised that she said that, but mental health is vicious.
yeah,
I don't know. I've never seen her in an interview. Let's say you lose a game, right? Say
Right.
you a sports. I mean, we can't really do that because we're not professional athletes. But
right.
if every time you cut somebody's head, you had to answer, hey, man, you messed up the left side of his head, or they always constantly trying to cut you down on your job. How would you do that?
The two difference between me and Asaki is that the level of pressure is a lot more higher than mine.
True.
From a haircut. A haircut is considered, maybe a $30 to a $50 project.
Yeah.
Where playing in the U.S. Open project would be a $50 million project.
Without a doubt.
So wherever there's high cost, there's high weigh-in. You know what I'm saying? There's more. It's more at stake for somebody at the U.S. Open than just cutting the hair. But man, you never know how much pressure. You never know how people's background is, what they're going through.
Right.
Just like we talked about, me and you in the pre-show, we talked about how you could look at somebody's life and you think they got it all together. Yeah. And then next thing you know, they talking about you dead in your apartment. You done OD'd on fentanyl.
Right.
But from me and your perspective, we like, man, you got a perfect life.
You got all that money.
You movie star. You was one of the most popular characters in one of the most best street legendary HBO series. You will always be known from, even if it was just, if that was all he did was The Wire.
Right.
He would just be known for that because he was legendary in that joke.
Yeah.
And you notice he lasted through all the way. They killed him towards the end.
Yep.
Everybody died. Stringer Bell. Everybody died before him who was considered to be significantly.
Matter of fact, I think he blasted Stringer Bell.
Yeah, he killed Stringer Bell in an apartment. Yeah, he shot Stringer, but that's The Wire. We just talking about the guy who was on The Wire.
Michael K. Williams,
who's one of our favorite gutter players. He's straight up a gutter player. He played the role kissing the fag. Yeah, he did all that. Got mad when they killed his boy and all. Yeah. So The Wire, covered a lot of things early.
True.
Right, and he was one of the first dudes. And he also played a different sexuality in another movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, I forgot the name of the movie. We'll get one of our listeners to tell us. I think he was like,
Donna said they don't know how he died yet.
Okay, well, good. Well,
we don't never put no information out.
You know what, according to, I think they're just not saying it, but, a rumorville has it that he died off fentanyl. So they already done put that out there. So that's leading the race for how he died.
Okay.
He's doing, what is that? Go pull up Eric.
Eric said that he was dating Tasha Smith.
Tasha Smith is who?
Is Tasha Smith the girl from I think I know who that is. I think she got a twin. Brown skin girl.
Oh, you talking about the girl from Baltimore? She got the twin. One of them was on it. They played in the joint where Romeo tried to get her and all that.
Yeah.
When she played in Tyler Perry. I like her.
Yeah, Tyler Perry. Always playing a little hood jump. That's her. Yeah, that's her. Stay played a little hood jump.
That was his woman?
Yeah.
Oh, 50 Cent's post. 50 Cent's post said that. Okay. All right. 50 Cent's post said that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 50 Cent. Oh.
Well, I mean,
it's not credible. Yeah. But you never know what a person is going through. Yeah. Also, we do know that they had 3 comedians OD off fentanyl.
Yep.
A white girl lady, a black dude. I forgot the dude. His name is on here too. Yeah. It's on there somewhere.
Man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Let's see.
That just go to show you, man, it really don't matter the amount of money you got.
Oh no, that money ain't got nothing to do with it. If you got something, Dion, you're a spiritual man yourself. If you got something going on with you and you don't have God in your life, you don't have no faith, and things start going for the worse, man, a lot of people commit suicide.
Yeah.
Or they act out, they start drinking. Or some people eat. They eat to their feelings.
Yeah.
Whatever you do to your feelings when you have hardship, that's what you're going to do a lot of times 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got to calm down with that, man.
Send another prayer. Oh, listen.
Another prayer?
Bill knows this guy.
Okay.
This was one of the first guys that had the vicious Escalade when they first changed body style.
Okay.
Man, I will never forget that we rolled over to a cookout in that joint on Richard Road.
Okay.
And man, I felt so good. I was in the back of that joint. You know, back then you could ride in the best car. Man, we had the best car in the whole joint.
Yeah.
Listen, Danny Cardwell lives on Oneida Street.
Okay.
lived across street from Bill.
Okay.
Bill's man, Bill knows him, lived up there about 2 or 3 doors up from Terry Scott.
Okay.
The Scott family needs a kidney. He's not doing too good.
Okay.
And he's a young guy.
Is he on dialysis or anything?
Whatever it is. Yeah, there you go. See, there go Renee Jeffries.
Okay, what's
you
that?
know, to Renee, Danny, you heard about Danny that's not doing too good. We're gonna send our prayers out for Danny Caldwell.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he lived on Oneida Street. Good guy, nice quiet dude.
Mm-hmm.
Very good dude, smooth, real labor. He used to be with Herb a lot.
Oh,
man,
okay.
Yes, listen, man. It's a lot going on right now, man.
It's a whole lot going on.
It's a lot going on. Now, that's one thing people say, man, they reporting. There's some good news going on too.
Was he little light-skinned Danny?
Yeah, light-skinned Danny. Yeah, Dan, that's him.
Yeah, bad.
That's him, bad. Light-skinned Danny had the Escalade. He was the first dude that got the Escalade when they changed over from that box shape to the big shape.
Okay.
And Denali changed over too.
Okay.
They actually started changing. You know how you got the big body.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they changed the Escalade. Then they made it smaller.
Condense it down.
Yeah,
I like that new what was it? It's not the Tahoe. I can't remember the name of it.
You talking about the Denali?
The Chevy. No, it's a Chevy.
You talking about Tahoe?
I might be talking about the Tahoe. The new one is very nice. The new Cadillac Escalade.
Man,
is very
I ain't
nice.
seen nothing new that ain't nice. A new Escort look good. Man, they got touchscreen shit in the Escort. Man, let me tell you something. One thing about what they said, that's one of the things about the new cars.
Mm-hmm.
We're shifting gears now. We're on cars now.
Good.
That the new cars are more computerized than ever,
Mm-hmm.
which jacked the price up in them, which allowed people now, they're buying used cars because they're saying new cars are overpriced.
Yeah.
Mainly because of COVID, they lost a lot of money. Car dealership lost a lot of money during COVID.
Yeah.
Put
Well,
that back up. He said, Danny, what?
He said Danny is a very good guy.
Very, very nice guy. Quiet, smooth little dude. Smooth, good looking, everything. He's real good little dude, real quiet. He was always, he fooled with a few dudes in the rigs, but he always kind of like stayed to himself.
Okay.
He was real close to her. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question since we on cars. Do you ever think you could see yourself buying a Tesla electronic vehicle?
Yes.
So would you buy that over the Bentley that you were talking about?
Mm-mm. No, I wouldn't buy. Now, an electric car is the type of purchase that if you don't work for Tesla,
Mm-hmm.
like my neighbor works for Tesla.
Okay.
My next door neighbor, she's a high-end official at Tesla.
Okay.
You know, if I get one, if I want to, you know, she has one. She got, and Tesla to me is a very smooth car.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think
good looking too.
Some of those cars you have, because they're so sophisticated, you need an alternate vehicle. So you wouldn't have to drive it as much. That could be the car you go out. When you go out, you might want to go out on a date or something. Yeah. But you need an everyday car. Like I think Lexus is one of the best everyday cars out, because a Lexus has style. It's also is very good on parts. Mm-hmm. It's not that expensive, and you get a lot of miles out of Lexus. Lexus is a top-notch car.
All right. Well, I'm glad that we see all y'all here. So y'all do know that the All Over the Place podcast is doing the NFL Pick'em. You just picking the winners. All right. You can message me on Facebook. Send me a Facebook message, Dion Yates, or you can text our man Slink with your picks.
Listen, if you message Dion, we already passed the preliminaries. Y'all know y'all know what we're doing. So don't text. Y'all doing a poll.
You know what we're doing.
We're doing a poll. So instead of wasting time, we leave it in now. We're trying to break it down to, if you send something to me, just send me all your picks in, numerically numbered, with your name at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Once you send your name at the top, I'll screenshot it and send it back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know who you are. You
gotta put your name on it.
A person only gets one shot. Don't be using different numbers and all that. Like 4, 5 notes. Some of y'all got 2 phones anyway.
Right.
Where's my other phone? No, listen.
No, we ain't going for that.
We want your name and your picks.
That's it.
Once you send your name and your picks in, I will screenshot it, send it back to you so you won't be deleted, and I'll have it too. So, and we'll
give me your number real quick.
My number is 202. Put it up there. 316.
What else?
2687.
All right. So there y'all go. I'm just putting it up on there so y'all can see it. So y'all make sure that y'all send y'all picks in. Hey, look, the tiebreaker is this. You gotta put in the total score of the Monday night game as well.
Yeah, leave that up there.
You know what I'm saying? Plus your picks. Put all your picks in. Then you gotta put the total score. So that means both teams. So if you think both teams gonna score 40 points, put 40 on there. That's how we gonna, to see
So
who
we
really
want
won.
the total score.
The total score.
Right. Total score of the game.
Total score.
So you would pick how many games they play a week?
16 games.
16 games, and the Monday night game will be 17.
Right.
Right?
Correct.
Is that right? Or is
No,
it
I think it's 16 because
including
you're
the
gonna
Monday?
have 2 buys.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Something like that.
16 including the Monday night.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, all of the games from Sunday night to Monday.
Yeah.
No, actually, if there's a Thursday night game,
Mm-hmm.
like this week, they'll be able to get the Thursday night game
Correct.
and the Sunday and the Monday.
Yeah.
So
Get them all in.
So this week they'll have bonus.
Yeah. So
So-
make sure y'all get them in. You have to get your picks in by what do you want to say 8? What time the game start? 8:30?
Well, they got to get their now.
You gotta get your picks in by 8, man.
If you want the Thursday game, and you need to get your picks in before the game.
Yeah. Get
Once
them
it-
all
once-
in.
Once the kickoff start,
That's it. Yeah.
You might well wait, but they can't send them into the game right there. It just won't be counted.
Right. Well, I just say give you a deadline Thursday, 8 o'clock. Send them all in. If we ain't got them by 8 o'clock Thursday, yeah, wait till next week.
Okay,
Better pick all your teams. That way we ain't got to be playing on Sunday. Somebody put in picks.
that's right. That's true.
So put all your picks in Thursday by 8 o'clock.
That's true.
Hit me on my messenger, Dion Yates. Hit me on my messenger or text link number right here with your picks and your name. All right, we just explained that. I think we explained that pretty good.
And the prize for whoever.
Oh
has
yeah, what's the prize?
the winning prize. First of all, you put up nothing.
You put up.
Nathan.
You didn't even put $1.
All you did is put up your opinion, and all you good picking, all you
Lucky.
fake sales. Let me see. Mine is 4. I can
Right.
pick this. Oh, it ain't one that because see, picking ain't as easy as you think. People
Right.
say, it ain't going. This look like a lopsided win. They don't get me
Indeed.
wrong. Like you got some good games,
Yeah.
but like the Chargers against the Redskins is a hard game to pick.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a
And
hard
you know
game.
what? You know what we should do? Me and you gonna do a pick 'em. We'll do like we did last season.
Oh yeah, we'll put it
We'll
up.
do it. You know that's $2 though.
We'll put. Yeah, okay, we'll put ours up there.
Yeah.
We'll put ours up
Yeah,
there
we're gonna put ours up there. for
after
sure.
Thursday night
Right.
because somebody might try to use ours as
Yeah.
a draft.
You know
board.
what? We'll do ours Monday or something.
Yeah,
like
we do ours. We could do ours. Yeah, Monday.
Yeah.
Monday. No, you can't do that because Monday, Sunday games already be on.
that. Well, that's what I'm saying. But everybody picks will be in too.
No, I'm saying everybody picks to be in by Thursday,
Right.
so we can do ours Saturday.
All right. That's a bet.
We could just post our picks up on our page or something.
Yeah.
We ain't got to go on the show to post our
Right.
picks.
Right.
You
right.
can see our picks and you'll see what
Y'all
we-
might want to go with me this year. I think I'm
Yeah,
gonna pick.
yeah.
pick
Dion.
something.
Then you might can get like Dion, figure out his record. We're gonna come up with his
Uh-huh.
record, and then we'll come up with mine.
Anybody want to go head up against me? It's just a $2 bet with me. He gonna tell you he might want to bet somebody with.
Oh shit, my money low. I ain't betting no money like that. Man, there's so much going on out here now. I done whip track, man. The only thing that save me is back to school, and
Mhm.
everybody has been back
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
and more people have been needing services. with
Yeah,
it.
because come Wednesday, it's
Yeah.
gonna be on blast. PG County is going
Yeah,
back
PG
to school.
County. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
gonna be ready to go. But we up against a little break now.
Okay.
Next segment, we're gonna be talking about some entertainment that Donda CD against Drake. Some people say that the
Yeah.
Drake CD was trash. We want to know y'all opinion.
Well, I had a call in. I
So-
talked to my hip hop specialist.
Uh-huh.
I ain't gonna reveal who he is,
Okay.
but I've talked to my hip hop specialist. I told that he can call in under anonymous, so people won't hear him. So
Okay.
see, people can, sometimes people know, man, he be tripping. Ooh, see, that's why you gotta let some people be anonymous
Mhm.
because they can just respect their opinion or not, but they won't personalize it against the individual.
Right.
Okay.
Well, look, we're gonna take 10 seconds. We'll be right back. Just hang with us, and we'll be back for segment 2.
Oh, Shorty Doug, yes, Hey, Sonya, Minnesota, let's get
Yo, we are back. Segment 2, All Over the Place podcast, Monday night. Appreciate y'all staying with us, watching. Keep the comments coming.
First segment, we talked about the great actor, Emmy Award. Was he an
Yeah.
Emmy nominee or
Probably a nominee.
Emmy nominee? Hey,
Oh
Dean,
man, Dean,
how
what's
you doing?
happening?
Emmy nominee. We talked a little bit about crime in DC has escalated. Shooting around the way, shooting up on Longfellow, 3 people killed. We talked about that. Sending prayers out to their family.
Indeed.
Some of the things we were trying to figure out was solutions.
Yeah.
Or y'all being just as smart as us, or even smarter.
Yeah.
Coming up with some of the solutions which could
What
help.
do you think? What do you think a good solution would be?
What do you think could, man? Listen, first of all, I think it's a very big, large generational gap between the younger generation and guys like myself, because basically they're being brought up on different times, brought up in different standards. The music is different, their communication is different, the ways that they communication is different. The things that they do are different, right? We were into a lot of sports and activity and socializing physically and spiritually.
Right.
They're into a lot of things where you do cyberly, where you do on your phones and computers and video games and all that, where we were a little bit more involved, hands-on.
Yeah.
Right? Which kind of like is good both ways. I think both ways are good, but the pros and the cons about just being a phone junkie is you kind of like become socially impotent.
Yeah.
You become too individualistic, where you think everything is about you. Like you think the I on the iPhone mean I.
Right.
Meaning like you know what I'm saying? So it done went crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start talking more. That's one of the reasons why we started.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as the talking though, do you think that it's a respect, like with the youngers now, they really don't have a whole lot of respect unless they know you did it when you was in the street at one time, then they probably put some respect on you. But if you just a regular Mo, an IT guy, something like myself, and I just try to walk up to some guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's gonna be different.
Well, they looking for they kind of like what Tone said, they clout chasing.
Yeah.
So they figure, and that's why a lot of people and a lot of kids nowadays, they don't listen to their parents, they listen to people outside their household. And from the average household, there's nobody outside your household that loves you more than your parents.
Nobody.
I mean, that's just common sense.
Common sense.
Yeah, if you come up from one of them dysfunctional homes where there's abuse or something like that, there's always an exception to the rule where you might find somebody outside your home that gives you the same love and affection that you need, but it never can match your parents' love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's that's a natural way of you got creation and you got nurturing and you got upbringing, feeding, shelter. So that's natural.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's serious business, but man, it's a big generational gap, man.
Yeah, it's a huge.
And then economically, a lot of the places where the violence has to do with poverty. You know, people say, no, they ain't got nothing to do with that. They ain't got no, they're not poor, but compared to their constituents, the other people that they live around who own the homes, they are poor. You know what I'm saying? So, and now I'm not even gonna call them poor, but their thought process is empty. It's poor. The decision making is poor. Yeah. Because when you got a guy or any individual that will shoot up a neighborhood where you have kids involved, this guy has no money in the mind bank because he's motivated off something else to me you can't even understand. Right. It's incomprehensible. Yeah. I mean, listen, and don't get me wrong. When I was involved in the underworld, every day I left out the house, I knew that could potentially be my last day. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about being involved in the underworld, we can't act like it's a very serious thing. You got drugs, you got killing, you got everything underworld, you got crudiness, everything. The drug game is so, and now it's not even about the money no more. It's social media. People getting on social media talking about, clout chase, talking about, come on, man, pull up. Yeah, I'm right here, man. Oh, that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, that's exactly
that's what they're going to do. I mean, you actually telling people where you at, pull up. You inviting people not to your house, but somebody's house that own it. And you in there or whatever. And this ain't no one particular incident. This has happened in various neighborhoods
all over the country
in DC where people done lost their lives, where people told people to pull up, and the dude got you, man. You sitting duck. Yeah, that's like the definition of a sitting duck, unless you got Well, they do got them drums at the house, you know. And I know some of the other youngsters, but what's happening is the amount of war weapons that they have are so powerful. A lot of them can't shoot. They don't know how to shoot, and they weren't trained to operate the weapon that they have. So when they hit it, man, the weapon got so much kick, man, they spray up the block.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
what's up, Herm?
This is one of the things that we talked about, Herm. You know, we got killers here, we got Longfellow, we got shootings at Riggs Park, and people say, man, dang, there's so much going on.
Yeah.
Dracos, and man, listen, drums, and man, dudes done showed me. I work in a barber shop right there.
Okay.
A dude got a job.
Yeah.
Working dude. Doing good. Say, look here, Slim, I brought one of these joints right here. And he got a joint so big. And I said to myself, what you need that for? I mean, you know, I don't see none of them dudes. They got them Dracos and them laws. I don't see them killing the other ethnic groups.
Right.
They killing the babies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just shooting the kids. Man, that's not gangster.
That's not gangster.
That's not gangster. And none of us are gangsters. Man, that's wanksters.
Right.
Man, if you go in the neighborhood, any neighborhood in Washington, D.C., I don't care if you're from Southeast, I don't care if you're from Northeast, I don't care if you're from Northwest or Southwest. If you go up in a neighborhood and shoot it up, man, and shoot a kid or a lady or shoot through a building or shoot while a kid playing PlayStation in his own home, man, you are a sucker, man.
That's terrible, man.
You a sucker, man. You, man, listen, right now, man, you are really, listen, you could turn your life around. It ain't too late. It ain't too late, man, before it get too late, because a lot of these decisions y'all making, man, I'm telling you, man, it's going to go left. Man, I made decisions that went left in my life where no pistol was involved, right? Cost me almost 20 years of my life. So these guys, see, I listen, I was gone almost 20 and was able to repair my life because one thing, I never took a life. See, I never thought that was a big deal. Now, I know some guys that took lives and would rehabilitate themselves, felt bad about what they did, changed their life around, went in, paid their debt to society, did 20, 25 years, turning their lives around. They out here doing good. Yep. They're not involved in that. You can turn your life around, but nowadays, what they're getting into, you're not going to be able to rehabilitate your life on the outside. You're not going to get a second chance because what they're doing and what they're committing is going to cause them to get at least 40 or 50 years. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And if you're shooting babies and kids and people, mama, what do you think? Somebody, mama, there might be somebody in there.
Somebody, grandma.
Yeah, because one thing about DC small. And see, that's another thing why a lot of people, see, that's why I cut into the young, but I don't cut all the way into them because I can read their body language. Yeah. I know which ones that don't want to be like, man, what the fuck you keep asking me all these questions for? You know what I'm saying? Right. But I know how to, what's up, Shawty? How you doing? Give them his respect. Yeah. You know, I work with them. I work with the youth. I cut their hair. I got dudes that come in a year and a half before they actually start opening up to me. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because they, you know, they got stuff going on. Yeah. Their mother might be a crackhead, their father locked up or whatever. Man, it's more to these kids just shooting up. Man, who are their parents? Right. Where are they? Where are their parents? Who responsible for these kids? Man, it's more to, man, dude just getting the gun and shoot. Man, who watching them? Who had them? Yep. You know what I'm saying? Who was their grandma? Who their father? Who their uncle? Yep. You know what I'm saying? And then the kids done got so aggressive that dudes don't even want to talk to them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now listen. When I'm at work, I don't have no gun. I'm a citizen. Mm-hmm. Now, when I get off of work, hey now, when I leave my job, I can't get caught slipping. I'm not saying I'm riding around packing and all that, but hey, don't come over my car bullshit. I'll be by myself. I say, listen, and see, this is the way the city is now. Really? Listen.
So you think I'm not saying you think, but so you have to like have something on you when you leave the city?
I'm saying that for a person now to be armed with a registered gun is not a bad idea now.
So should I go get a gun then?
If I was you and I didn't have any restrictions on me getting a handgun, I would get me a handgun and arm myself. And now, don't get me wrong, you go on a certain urge, you don't need no gun.
Okay.
You know, right now, but I'm just saying this. You might be going in some areas where you never know.
Mm.
You know, you can make a left or right.
Yeah, I would think I need to go get a gun for, Civil War or something like that. You talking about just straight
Civil War. You're gonna need some protection in Civil War because we actually got we got them and us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got that side and us.
True that.
So I'm not saying I'm saying this here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, man, that I know guns create more deaths,
Mm-hmm.
but the guns in the wrong hands create more deaths than more deaths.
Yeah, it multiplies.
Right, it multiplies because you got a lot of kids. And let me tell you something, man. Don't blame everything on these kids out here.
Nah, don't stop doing that.
That ain't cool, man. Them youngest, are you mentoring the younger?
Right.
What younger do you mentor? Because I talk to youngest every day. I help youngest every day.
Mm-hmm.
I try to do anything for a young kid if he's trying to help himself.
Right.
So who are you helping?
Mm-hmm.
And who are you helping? You can't just be saying, man, them youngest be just disrespectful.
Just point.
Man, no, man.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta. I mean, now, don't get me wrong. I ain't asked you to bend over backwards and open your wallet and give. If you got $20, give up 15.
No.
Then you were 5. But man, you never know. Talk to these kids, man, and see what's going on.
Try to put something in it, man. You never know.
It's a great disparity between us and them. Now, I'm 57. You 38.
Mm-hmm.
The average kid is highly involved with highly trafficked drug, guns, lean, dope, Percocets, Xanny. The average kid is about 15 years old.
Wow. Let's get into that.
Yeah. They got kids.
You know what I always hear people
15 years
say,
old.
man, I never thought that this person or that person would even be in the streets like that. Then you find out that they in the streets. It's like, dang, he was a stand-up guy. He was kind of humble, quiet. Then you find out he was a kingpin or something.
Yeah, you got.
They can figure him out.
Well, you got some people, listen, you got some people that weren't raised in the fashion that they're acting when they leave out their parents' house.
Okay.
They could be just his mannerism at the house, family, everybody in the neighborhood say, oh, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
But when he go cross town or when he handle his business, he got that joint on him
Mm-hmm.
and he got some dope, coke or whatever. He's doing his thing.
Right.
Now, you might not understand what he's doing because he's a cold-blooded gentleman.
Right.
But he's involved in the life.
Okay.
And when you're involved in the life, it's a whole lot that comes with that.
Mm.
You got death, you got jail, you got addiction. You can even, somebody can kidnap your people. Yeah, man, it's just,
it's the underworld.
Man, and then the average person is involved in it, you can't get them out.
Mm.
See, because they couldn't get me out. When I was involved in it, man, you couldn't tell. I was running around talking about work, job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what I thought what I was doing was so successful all the time. I had my own stuff going on with me, right?
Yeah.
I was raised by a single mom, bent over backwards to do everything to make sure that I didn't have to do that. Didn't need to sell drugs.
Yeah.
But once I got old enough to make decisions for myself,
Mm-hmm.
I was influenced by what I seen.
Yeah.
Right? Now, this is the same thing with the young kids now. They're influenced by what they seen. The rappers out here talking about this and doing that. I'm getting money. I got the block. I'm a god. I'm this and all that. And when they look at the rappers, not only rappers, all people in the neighborhood, they see the success they had, the cars, the women, the girls, the drugs, the blunts. I mean, it's all fabricated to the point where people think you're a sucker to go to work.
Mm-hmm. True that. So if you saying it's 15, they out there, what's a good age to try to pull these youngers up there?
Man, let me tell you something. You got to start.
2nd, 3rd grade?
Yeah, you need to start with serious drug and alcohol information with kids.
Education.
Drug and alcohol information with kids. I think they need to bring that into elementary schools and start showing the kids the effects of long-term drug use or experimental and drug use, where they used to call marijuana the gateway, which is, like they say, is that was a myth. Right. But the average person that is a dope fiend tried marijuana first.
Okay.
So, the average person just try heroin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he wanted to feel indifferent anyway, so he would try something that seemed cool.
Yeah.
Now marijuana is considered medicinal.
Okay.
It's
I thought it was back in the 70s. They had like the cocaine, and that was like the party drug to get,
Well, that was for people who were in show business and stuff like that.
Okay.
It was always drug users, but they were actually working people.
Yeah.
There were people that came back from the military and stuff like that.
Okay.
That came back with drug habits. You know what I'm saying? Which allowed people to sell heroin. Then the cocaine was heavy in DC in the early 80s, and then crack came in the mid 80s, 85, the Rafe Edmonds issue and all that. And then the city went haywire, and then you got gentrification came and all that. And then you got the whole city was twisted all the way around from city to
what are we now?
We latte.
We like the ice cream that comes with vanilla and chocolate.
Okay, let's get some of the comments. Let me check out some of the comments. What they talking about?
They talk about everything.
For real.
You gotta start from the crib, okay?
Right.
Talking about, you know, you gotta talk to these youngers, man.
Yeah.
That's what they start.
I agree with you. And it also helped me deal with life and my past.
PSD.
Yeah, listen, let me tell you something. This is also so true. What's happened also, where the upbringing used to be a mother and a father.
Yeah.
Now people are having babies younger, so they're not staying together. So we got a girl, she might have 1 or 2 kids, you understand, baby daddy, maybe 2 different baby dads. And she could still be a good girl. She's just young, made a couple bad choices on who actually have a child by. That's nevertheless, you go and raise your kid, you got love, give them what you can give them. You got grandparents, and then some people are just bad people themselves and don't have their life in order and start having kids, multiple kids. Say this is where a part of the problem is. You know, it's not one thing that's the whole problem. So it's not like we can point our fingers at, man, them girls having all them kids. Nah, man. It's because it take 2 to tango. It take a responsible man to say, nah, Slim, she don't need no baby, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, that's just a little bit on DC and crime and drugs and what's happening to the city. Actually, the city, it still doesn't have as many violent crimes as it did in the early when we were the murder cap.
Okay.
But because our population has dropped down so much, right, that the events that's occurring almost mathematically are equaling to when we were the murder cap.
Yeah.
Because you have five shootings over the weekend, 3 dead, and 2 got dead. You got more shootings that are not being reported. Man, you got, what did Donna Doug say?
She said these kids need to be taken on trips out of contaminated areas and show them something different. That's what Jay Rich said.
Listen, man. That is so true, Don. I thought that was a profound statement. It also seems like because of gentrification, the city has gotten smaller for areas for kids to congregate. Now they have playgrounds with locks on, where people used to come to the playground and just chill.
Yeah. I mean, one of the biggest things that I see, like you said a couple minutes ago, with sports, we use sports. We had the men that was our coaches. You know what I'm saying? Like you had Sales, you had Toby Settles, my father coach, you had Clutch, you had Sales, you had everybody. And men was growing men up to not, to make a choice. Now, some did go to the streets, others, became businessmen or whatever. Right. So, but at least at that time, late 80s, in the 90s, we had men coaching, and bringing up the boys. It wasn't, sports was just the vehicle, but it was more of, really teaching us.
Yeah, but you know what? We were closer.
Yeah.
We were more together. Yeah. Now we're more spread it out.
Yeah.
See, now everybody's sprinkled everywhere. Yeah. And this is why 2 blocks over are beefing with 2 other blocks.
Yeah.
1st and 5th and a 3rd and 9th. And man, it's the same area, man. You're talking about 3 blocks up. You know what I'm saying? Like we really in Chicago or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where we've got vice laws and
GDs and all that.
Man, they using area 5th and 1st and Riggs and Saratoga and Edgewood. All these areas. One of the reasons why it's so hard to stop the actual shooting is because once one person is actually shot or killed, the chain just keeps moving down. We just like keep kicking the can down the road.
You gotta break that chain, man.
Down the road. We keep kicking it down. And then a lot of people who are in financially great situations, they need to put up some more money and help with the kids. We got a lot of people that's doing great deals. We got coaches. All these coaches have been going around watching these kids, taking them to play football. We still got what little league we got left. Yeah. But it's not as big as it used to be.
Right.
At one time, there were basketball, football, and baseball. Now we scrounge around just to find somewhere to play football.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't nobody play football in Briggs.
Man, we played volleyball.
You play volleyball?
Yeah, we played everything. It wasn't about it was basically about making you a great competitor.
Yeah.
It wasn't about actually being good at that. It was about building the level of competitiveness inside you.
Yeah.
The beast, that it factor that they talk about on Sports Center and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they were developing early. So if you're playing multiple variety of sports, it's just like
you're gonna be good.
It's like if you're taking 4 or 5 subjects in school, you'd be well rounded. You don't just know science, you don't just know math, you don't just know English, you know them all. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with sports.
Yeah. Herm had a question. He said, "Is DC worse now versus in the '80s?" What do you say?
No.
Okay, the '80s was bad.
Well, the '80s weren't as bad as now because of the fact that 80s people were still unified to the point that even if something happened, you had guys that was in position because of their stature in the street can put a file.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
See, now DC, we got a bunch of Indians running around killing each other.
Okay.
None of you jokers is shot callers. None of you jokers is ballers. None of you jokers is bosses, because bosses don't act like that.
Right.
You know, bosses keep the fire and the flame down so they can get that bacon. See, the problem is we got too much beef in the street, and then you cutting it to the bacon. Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
See, that's the problem. Listen, you can leave the beef and give me the bacon. You know what I'm saying? That's been always been my thing. You know what I'm saying? When I was in the street and when I was doing what I was doing, I made it my business, man. I could get along. I went everywhere. First in Kennedy, I went downtown 14th Street. Yeah. I went up Northwest. I've been a hustler on 9th and Kennedy. I've been everywhere. But you could be with a guy from another neighborhood, Slim. Yeah. That was a high-ranking guy from that neighborhood. Yeah. And you was okay. Okay. So if you came around, like if somebody came around our way, and man, I said, nah, he with me. Oh, he good.
He's gold.
Yeah, he good. He good. Yeah. Then somebody, I say, nah, that's my dude, man. Because you know, dudes and real, you know, we fuck that dude. Nah, he came to see Sling. Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
Somebody had to vouch for him.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, people still got their eyes on him. He ain't got no. He is in. He's not accepted yet.
Right.
And when he leave, people gonna find out where he going to see was he spying on what we doing and all that. Right. Because you know, Riggs and Michigan always been very lucrative. Mm-hmm. 2 of the best middle class crack infested drug areas in Washington D.C. They're actually Riggs and Michigan actually was probably one of the cleanest open air drug markets.
Oh wow!
In the city, and a lot of people they know about Northeast between Riggs and Michigan. Okay. Millions, hundreds of millions of dollars
came through there.
Came through hundreds of millions, if not a billion. Since I've been, I graduated from school in '82. I remember them actually peddling drugs when I was 16 years old. And they were doing it in an organized fashion. Yeah. It wasn't just open air, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody didn't have drugs. Right. Then when it became the epidemic, when everybody started hustling, you know, dudes said, fuck football, they chose Cook Raw. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like Scarface said. That's all Scarface. Let's quote Scarface. Mm-hmm. Everybody got involved.
Everybody got
involved. I told you it was Sugar Hill. And then a lot of people said,
"Oh, Riggs Pop, Sugar Hill." Yeah,
Sugar Hill. That's a good point. That's good. Listen, everybody that's not from Riggs or Michigan, you could be from South Side, you could be from Southwest. I got guys. I know guys everywhere. Yeah, I got guys. I got a guy in every hood I can go in, and I'm good. Mm-hmm. He hold his own. I can go up 18th and M. Holler Big Jack. He got me. I can go over Southeast. I holler my man Price Bay. He got me. I can go down Southwest. I see my man Wayne Green. He got me. You know what I'm saying? If I ride it, then they're gonna be looking. If I pull up in my Benz, they look, you know, because they ain't seen me before. You see what I'm saying? They got the eyes. Right. You know what I'm saying? And who is that pulling up? Dude said, look, and my man look. Oh, no, that's my man. I'm cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how it used to be. But now, man, when you go in certain areas, man, if you don't know nobody, your ass is in for a hot. Boy, when you get out the car, they be looking, everybody to stop. You know, everybody got that belly look with the banana. I don't know that, mama. I don't like that shit. Man, it's serious business, man. These neighborhoods, man, listen. Guess what I did? Okay.
Talk to me.
I think I might have told this story.
Okay.
How much we got for the break?
We up against one, but go ahead.
Okay, come on. I'll tell him. We'll come back.
You
Go
sure?
ahead. Yeah, give my man time.
You know what? Go ahead and tell a story because we're gonna get sports in the third
Okay,
segment. So go ahead. Let's hear the story.
I give a dude a ride home from work. I
Okay.
go around the bend from my Brentwood. Dude said, make the right here, Mr. Ernest. I make the right. And when I make the right, I go down here. I say, oh shit, this Saratoga. Right? And I see, man, 200-300 motherfuckers on each side.
Huh?
And I'm coming through my bins and I'm looking, I'm saying, oh shit. Man, what the fuck? They all in the street like they ain't really letting you go through. You know, motherfuckers
So
walking.
you had to slow down.
Yeah, they basically saying, slow down, Slim, let us get a look at you. Man, I mean, look at them motherfuckers. I'm like, man, I'm looking like, man, I ain't interested in what you niggas shooting dope, selling crack and all that shit, shooting gun. I ain't looking. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're doing, but I ain't looking. I know the street, right? So I'm keeping straight. I'm on some old Goma Powell shit.
Yeah.
I never even looked at them niggas, right? So, but they so mobbed around by my car, right?
Yeah.
Man, guess what? I heard a nigga say, hey, Skinny. I said, oh, shit. I got oh, God damn, somebody threw me a life raft. I heard him over say, hey, Skinny, I rolled that one in there quick. Man, what's up, yo, what's up? Say, man, what's up, Slim?
You came out of that joint quick.
Man, I come out that joint like I really from around there. I said, oh, I hit my window. I said, man, what's it? Because the niggas wasn't let me through. But, you know, all the dude was, hey, Skinny. I knew it was somebody that was tough because he was in the middle of the street. I looked at the rearview mirror. Hey, Skinny, tell me, hold up. So gotta stop, roll over there.
Yeah.
I done went from this joint to this joint here and there. I'm got
leaning in the
yeah, I'm looking at so he said, Slim, you walk up to the guy, I said, man, who the fuck? So I see my man, I ain't gonna call no names, but when I see him, I said, oh, this nigga here, I already know he here. You know what I'm saying? He got that motherfucking jizz on standing, bulging right out his t-shirt, right? He put I said, well, cool. So I laid back, knew I had a route out. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers had me like Afghanistan over that motherfucker.
They had you with
man,
the
them motherfuckers ran that motherfucker like the Taliban. I said, what the fuck? Man, Stu called. He put up to my car. I said, what's up? He said, Slim, what's happening? Slim, you all right? I said, yeah, man, I'm just trying to get through. He said, man, clear, man, go out the way. He said, man, look, Slim, I'm trying to get an appointment there. I said, man, you first on the motherfucking list. Slim, what time you want to go? He said, what time? Yeah, he said, what time you come? I said, man, Slim, what time you want me to be in there? I'll be there about 10 o'clock, though. He said, oh. Yeah, motherfucker. And see, I'm right. And see, I didn't know because, you know, I wasn't home that long. And when I made the right, see, I forgot. See, you know, sometimes that's what I'm saying. You can go down the wrong street, right? And see, if you spook them dudes, trust me, and not speaking of just Saratoga, any of them areas where they're on both sides.
Okay.
See, if you're on both sides, that means you're going to get lit from both sides. You see what I'm saying? Because you got 20 or 30. Hey, what's up, Sean Lynch? You got 20 or 30 dudes on the right. You got 20 or 30 dudes on the left. Then you got dudes playing checkers, and I know they got fake trash. I know them Jones. When you lift them Jones, the trash can, they got them drums in the mother. You know what I'm saying? So it don't take nothing. Because they already in the stuff.
Okay.
So they can't allow a alias car to pull up in there and then start firing on them. They're going to get the ups on you. And that's what any area in D.C. now, because a lot of areas 2 and 3 blocks away are beefing. If you check out the small distance between the areas that are beefing, man, you would think that they were from all the way on the other side.
Yeah.
Or maybe
right around the corner.
Man, through Instagram, dudes are beefing with dudes 2-3 blocks away.
That's crazy. I need to know all the streets that I don't need to turn down, so that way I'm not in that situation.
Well, you definitely don't want to go through Saratoga with them. Man,
I don't even know where's Saratoga.
I didn't know when I made the record.
I don't know where Saratoga
is. Saratoga to me in my time is the old Brentwood. I told you Brentwood in Montana, my time with 2 drug open air markets. Montana was a larger revenue than Brentwood. Brentwood was considered a step down from Montana. Shout out to dudes. Montana was clearly more lucrative than Brentwood.
Okay.
So Brentwood was a step down.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Montana was open $100 millions of dollars of open air market. A lot of guys that was originally from Montana got filthy rich. That was one of the areas in DC on this side, northeast side.
Okay.
They were very lucrative. They made hundreds of millions of dollars in Montana.
Okay.
Just as Riggs and Michigan.
Okay.
Because a lot of guys from Riggs and Michigan and Montana had affiliation with each other because they went to Bacchus together.
Okay.
You see, so a lot of times your school zoning could have made you know, dude. Even if he was from Montana,
Right.
if he was cool and y'all went to school together, it gave you a little icebreaker.
Yeah.
It wasn't like your first time seeing him at the go-go.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's different. Go see what Mike talking about.
No, Mike was laughing. He said, yep, it's still like that with me to this day. They finally got to use my face. I'm not sure that I guess he's saying riding through the different neighborhoods or something like that.
Yeah,
we
all
said it guys.
All right, go ahead. Let's go ahead.
We up against
Let's bring my man. Check out this new track.
This new joint. Yeah.
This from my man.
M. Tanner.
E.M. Tanner.
We'll be right back.
How y'all like this one?
Yeah.
Walk in the building, a wonderful feeling when you are that nigga and do what you want. They try finesse me, but they can't finesse me, cause I'm a finesser, bitch, I'm not a bum. She say she love me, she don't really love me, she just want my money, and I wanna fuck. It ain't no question, I do what I want. It ain't no question, I do what I want. I'm from the struggle, bitch, I had to hustle, and if you don't hustle, then really you fuck. They try to judge me, but they cannot judge me, the universe love me, and I am her son. She say she love me, she don't really love me, she just want my money, and I wanna fuck. It ain't no question, I do what I want. It ain't no question.
Hey, we are back. My man just went to go get some water. He'll be right back. Third segment. What did we go over? The first segment was the prayers up. And we talked about a lot of stuff in the city going on. He coming right now. He just got some water.
Prayers up, coming back.
Then the second segment, we talked about some city stuff that went on.
And we talked about everything that's going on in the city now with
stopping the violence.
Stop the violence. We are native Washingtonians. We grew up in Washington. For those who might be watching, the Alabama, New York, Indiana, Ohio, North Carolina. We got Topsy down there. We got people from everywhere.
Yeah, we got our man Dean down there too.
I got to get with my man Basil Eel. Basil Eel is a very strong constituent. Emory Heights. I grew up. I think I'm one grade behind Mitch. Basil Eel.
Okay.
Who also feeds the homeless and these with the Islamic missionaries. So he talked to me at one time. They were the ones affected. He said he just talked to one of the young guys who got killed that Friday.
Oh wow!
And he was making changes. The dude had a lot of positive stuff going on. Listen, man.
Yeah.
We going to go to sports.
Yeah, we're going to go to sports
because we got to brighten it up a little bit.
Yeah, and the funny is coming because we got relationship in 30 minutes too, y'all.
Yeah. Remember y'all told y'all last week about my man that his mother-in-law came downstairs in his man cave with a slip on and a thong.
Yeah, we getting back to that at 9.
Get back to that at 9. What would you do? Said mother-in-law was fat as mo, and she was tipsy. And he told her to get out the way. She was like, "Want me turn the TV for you?" Got 70, and she was all in front of the TV. "Want me turn it for you?" Ass blasting like, but we're coming back to that.
We're coming back to that at 9.
We're going to get to sports.
Matter of fact, do want to let y'all know we will be having the musical director of the DC Vibe Band this Thursday. He will be our guest, Chris Davis. Should be a pretty nice show, man. Hopefully, we might get somebody else from Vibe to come on. We don't know yet, but I know we got Chris. He's already locked up.
Man, that's a blessing, man. Anybody that we can get. We try to bring y'all quality guests because we're going to do a lot of talk and we're going to listen to y'all as well. Because really our podcast is based on y'all as well. We love y'all feedback. Donna Douglas, Herman Fraser, Robert Jackson, Deion Jackson, Sean Lindsay, Mike Armstrong,
Jay Rich,
Ray Bellamy. Who else? Give us some more.
Top, right?
Yeah, of course I said top. That's my main man. Kenny,
Eric Johnson,
Pavin Brown. Oh man, we got listen.
Monica Massey,
Renee Jeffries, Monica Massey. Oh man, we can go on.
The list goes on and on, man. We appreciate y'all.
Letitia Smith.
Letitia Smith.
Yeah, even got a few of my family members that chime in time for time. See,
yes, indeed.
My family is very religious.
The whole family.
Well, they just go to church. They just they pay more tithes. We talking about their religion. Mama come and say, let's say two things. Tasha putting bomb. Now Tasha, you might have missed. We was talking about how you actually, because Tasha is the one who actually wanted. That's my buddy, man. She is such. I remember when they first moved around. Her and her sister. You remember her?
Yeah.
So nice. Lived next door to the Collins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I talked to Miss Collins, Tasha, on the phone. I talked to her on the phone, but we gave instructions because she said she runs a fantasy league as well.
Okay.
And she wanted to participate in the pick.
Okay.
Tasha, if you're just joining, you can Put the number. We're gonna put the number back up.
Tell them what we're doing.
You can send me your. It doesn't cost a thing. All you have to do is text me with all your winners between Thursday night game and Monday. The winners have to be in by
8:00 Thursday. We will be live at that time.
Once you put them in, we will be going live. We'll be letting everybody know who's a participant who already turned in, so it won't be no bullshit.
And you can also send messages on our YouTube page. If y'all subscribe, send the email right to that, or you can hit me on Facebook or Instagram. You can send me your pics or whatever. It don't matter. Just make sure you put your name, and you have to have the total score of the Monday night game as the tiebreaker.
2 teams combined, total score.
Total score. So if you think they're gonna score 50 points, write 50, and that's how we're gonna get y'all this $100.
It's a free $100.
That's a free $100.
$300 during COVID.
Yeah, what can you do with $100?
Man, you could do a lot of things. Now, actually, 2 people can go out to dinner for $100.
Okay. And then you know what I said? I said probably $45, $50.
Yeah, but you can go out there, but you'll be keep watching. You see, you don't want to go out and be watching what you eating based on the bill. You see, you talking about you don't want to ever go out on a date and be, watching what you. Why you on that? That's a beef right there between you.
You know what? Yeah. One time I took this girl. I think I was working defense at this time, right? Mm-hmm. So I knew because I really wasn't. I knew payday was that Friday. We was out on like Tuesday. Right. Yeah, Herm. Keep going. Yeah, $100 a week, Herm. That's $100 a week. But let me finish this story. Yeah. So we out, right? I can't remember the restaurant. We was in Virginia. So I'm like, I got about $60, $80 in my pocket. So I'm trying to fake big. Hey, baby, go ahead, get whatever you want. So she said, I want the Chilean sea bass. Now the Jones said market price.
Ooh.
So I didn't know what was getting ready to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm panicking when she say the Chilean sea bass. So I'm like, all right. She ordered a junk about to come out. So he like, okay, sir, what would you like?
You start ordering bread and shit.
Right.
Well, you know what? I ain't really,
this what I do.
I ain't early.
Let me get the house salad, please.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna drink some water. Yeah. She's gonna have some wine or whatever.
Yeah.
So then I get up, boom, I walk to the back. Like, hey man,
how much is
that? How much is that market? So he said it's $54.
And you had what?
I had 80 on me. Right.
So
that was it because payday was Friday. This was like Tuesday, Wednesday.
Knowing you had that $30 spread, you came back with your chest out. Look, I tell you what, give me some wings, some hot wings.
As long as it was under 80, right?
Right, yeah, but you can add it up. But that's one thing. Right. You never want to go on a date where you got to watch your wallet.
No, you don't want to do that.
Because it's going to limit the amount of fun you can have because you're already putting restrictions on the growth of the atmosphere by limiting it,
because you don't want to do that anymore. Like if you take a girl out, honestly, you should have all the money that so what's a good number? $150?
Well, it depends on who you're going with. If you're going
really
with
like the girl.
If you really like the girl and y'all been out several times, I think 2 people. It basically does she drink a lot or does she like to drink? You got to know the individual you're dealing with because sometimes it's not the food that runs up the tab; it's the drinks.
Right.
That's where they make their money off. That's how they make their money because they give you the first drink will be strong, then the rest of it be watered down.
Mm-hmm.
And then they look at you funny when we say, man, because me and Elmo went out and they gave us Elmo got a nice drink. Then they brought him a jump back that wasn't even the same color.
Oh my God.
So he like, take that back. Then they brought it back. Like, see, a lot of times they think if they hit you hard the first time, you'll be twisted. You just drink the second drink.
Right.
So you got a lot of people like, nah, this ain't what I had first time. You know what I'm saying? So it's based on what the individual drinks or do you.
I mean, look, I didn't try to play big. Tyrone Jackson said 250. Look, I try to play big.
250. Where you going?
Right, where you going? Look, we go to this spot. It's
2 people.
2 people.
2 people will cost you $250.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's $125.
Well, at least that's securing.
Yeah, that's securing.
That's
yourself.
making sure you ain't got to worry about it.
Because you might can go there and then go to another spot. You still got your.
Oh no, we talking about shit. That's a lot of going on in one night. Well, you gonna get back to the crib some point in time. I'm gonna spend $250. He trying to screw. $250. Somebody, your mama, somebody fucking this mama, your brother, somebody.
I'm not thinking no $1,000, Pat. No, that's too much.
No, you don't need to.
I didn't try to play big one time. I'll tell you another story. I tried to play big. So she ordering drinks and guapos and all this. And I'm like, okay, you get one, I got one. You ordered your food. I peeped it. She ordered the shrimp and the steak quesadillas or whatever it was.
Right.
So I knew it was going to be big. So I'm like, so she like, I want some think she ordered a dessert or something.
Right.
So now I'm sitting back. So then the man like, y'all ready for the check? Yes. So I hit her with, don't worry about it. I'm trying to play big.
Right.
Check come back was $138.
And
It hurt me.
You had 150.
No. I was bankrolling. I mean, I really wasn't upset, but it was just like I just spent $130. Seems like me. If I spend $138, I think about, damn, that's probably like my BG&E bill. That's the way I think.
Right.
So I'm gonna immediately break it down that way.
Right.
And then I'm gonna be upset on the right. I'm not gonna be upset, but I'm gonna be thinking about it.
So let me make this clear. This motherfucker is crazy. When you actually had enough money for the date, you were complaining. And when you didn't have enough money to spend, you felt comfortable.
Right.
That's great. This motherfucker, he got enough to pay the bill and he's mad. And then he got a little bit of money he worked with, then he happy. Man, this motherfucker don't want to spend no money. That's crazy, man. When you take a woman out, it depends on, like I said, who you're taking out. If you take your wife or your significant other, there's probably no number on what you can spend. But if you were dating, to be honest, if I took a girl out and I just first met her,
talk to me.
I would take her somewhere nice. It depends.
Okay.
How much I really, really like her.
Are you just trying to do your thing, or you really like her?
I really like her because I'm not gonna take her to where would be the best restaurant I could take her, but I'm gonna take her to somewhere decent, where even if the date isn't or doesn't amount up to what I thought, she will at least say, well, he did take me to a nice place.
Right.
Right. There's at least you want to leave that, but you don't want to go somewhere and spend all this money going to a high class joint. Y'all still don't hit it all.
Chris or something like
then she might just order stuff just because the date is, women do stuff like this. Order it just because the date is some trash. You know what I'm saying?
So how long should you wait? You know what I'm saying? We're already in a relationship, even though we got to get the sports. We all get the sports, y'all. Yeah. So how long do you think you should wait before you take the girl out? Talk to her for a week or?
No, I think that's one of the best ways to get acquainted. For me, we can go out for coffee. Okay. We can go out you ain't got to always go out to
like
restaurant.
Big Willie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take a girl for coffee. You can go for a walk. Say, look, how about a walk around the track?
But then she might think you cheap.
No, because say after walk from the track, we go to Starbucks and get some
latte or something.
Yeah, latte or whatever you want to get, something like that. You go for a walk early in the morning, go get a latte, and if that's cool, go back, take a shot, say, hey, how about lunch?
Okay.
Then we go to lunch. Oh, I wouldn't mind. Go to a nice little lunch, go to lunch. If that's great and y'all hitting it off and you just you say, hey, how about dinner?
And this is not all on the same day.
Yeah, this can be all on the same day. I'm saying if you're on a roll like that.
Yeah.
This is how dates can go if you're really feeling it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times if you're really, really feeling somebody, you kind of like feel a great amount of passion for them when y'all separate from that little bit of time between breakfast and lunch. Yeah. So now you're like, what's that? Well, if you really, really like somebody, you kind of like pursue head on. You know what I'm saying? One thing about men, we don't kind of like, who we like.
Right.
Because we'll go at it and really go at it hard.
Yeah.
So
full blast.
See if she really like you to take her to Danny's carryout.
So he's saying, see if she really like you by taking her to the carryout. Because she's probably going to not ever see you again if that's true.
Well, that's his strategical method.
But if it's somebody that you say that you be seeing down 8th Street, Danny's carryout.
Well, if I met somebody and I offered her for a date, I'm not going to take her to Danny's carryout because I can tell if she likes me after a conversation.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I already know. You don't see if she likes me. You don't know if she likes me by the amount of conversation. Just like a woman, they ain't going to really engage in too much conversation if they ain't interested.
True.
I mean, they might just sit there and try to put, when people disengage from what they're doing, you can sit there, body language, they sitting back like they ain't asking you no questions. They're just sitting there eating and ain't saying nothing about, what's on your agenda.
Right.
They're not interested in you. That's what interest is. You got to find out what a person's interest is. You inquire about some of the things they like or, and if y'all physically attracted to one another, that kind of speeds the process up. Because then you start looking at her with one eye is good, but the left eye is the lust eye. That's the eye you look at her and say, damn, she fat as a mother. See, that's that eye, that's that good guy, bad guy. Man, I see her being my girl. No, And the bad guy said, man, she fat as, you see her cleavage? Man, she fat as, bent over slim. You know, you got one mama on shoulder, he's always up to no good. He's trying to knock her off at the brunch. You know what I'm saying? Then you got this dude always said, man, Slim, I can really see her. She got a lot of potential.
Right.
She got a good job.
Smart.
She's smart. She's talking. Yeah, she's talking. She's very nice.
Yeah.
And she's interested in, now the question is, how soon do you take a date or a person around to meet your parents if they're living, or if you have a kid? That would be a good question.
Well,
but we will come back.
Yeah,
to
we coming. Yeah, we got.
Let's go back.
Let's hit sports, man.
Let's hit sports. Go and put sports talk.
Yeah,
up
yeah.
there,
Sports talk, y'all. Let's get it.
Okay.
First game of the season coming up Thursday, Slink. Who you got? Cowboys, Bucks.
And Bucks. I'll take the Bucks.
You take the Bucks. Give me the Cowboys with 2.
I'll give you the Cowboys with 2.
Yeah, give me the Cowboys with 2. Where they playing at?
Are
they playing in Dallas or are they playing in Tampa Bay?
I don't care where they playing at. I'm taking Tom Brady. And I think Dallas.
You know what?
I think Dallas will put up a lot of points though, because Dak. I think that, you know what? I think they're gonna take Dak easy. I don't think they're gonna try to make him throw his arm all out first game. I think this year, I think it's a lot of pressure on Ezekiel Elliott because Ezekiel Elliott looks good.
Yeah,
he's trimmed down.
Yeah,
and he's focused. They said he was real focused inside the locker room.
Yeah, if you watched any of that Hard Knocks, he seemed like he back on top of his game.
Well, he
didn't
trimmed
like
down.
he didn't like the all the criticism he took last year.
Well, that was the year for the contract year when he held out and went to
Cabo.
Yeah.
I'll take Dallas for $2.
Okay, I'll take. What about the Redskins and San Diego Chargers?
And San Diego.
Well, LA Chargers. Yeah, we're not gonna go down the list. We just give them 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Thursday night game with the Redskins.
We got to go Dallas and Redskins. So
that's what I said. That's what I said. 1 and 2. Dallas and Redskins.
I'm gonna take the Washington football team at home. Defense is gonna be rocking. The building gonna be rocking, and they facing a second-year quarterback.
Man, you know what? Let me tell you something.
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert,
okay.
One of the top draft picks of that class. Who had one of the best seasons out of all the quarterbacks of that class last year. He had a real good season, which he had helped because he got 2 veteran receivers that know how to understand how great route runners. He had great route runners. That helps a young quarterback because he's comfortable with delivering the ball before a guy makes his break.
Well, I tell you what, it's gonna be 2 gorillas chasing him. The young boy 99.
Oh yeah, and Sweat
and Sweat. Yeah,
the Redskins.
Sweat and Chase Young is coming.
But I wouldn't doubt Redskins.
You can see them losing?
No, I can't see them losing because I can't doubt the Redskins defense. It's the offense that I still haven't seen.
Yeah, the offense is still a coin flip, y'all.
Yeah, I still haven't seen. Fitzpatrick is still a question mark. I know he's been a good quality backup his life, but for the type of team that the Redskins have with the amount of talent that they have on both sides of the ball, we need to upgrade a quarter. I don't want Haneke or Fitzpatrick to start, but that's all I have.
Right. Now, check this out. I'm glad you just said that. Now, this was shocking to me. I don't know if this is breaking news or not, but Tyrod Taylor did get the nod in Houston.
Right.
Deshaun Watson is going to be on the bench watching the game. He probably won't even suit up.
Right.
But they need to just let the boy go. And I think the Washington football team need to give up the bank for him. That's just me.
Nah.
I mean, I'm not gonna give up Chase. I'm not gonna give up nobody on defense.
I'm gonna tell you.
But I give up some picks.
Talking about the bank.
I give up picks.
Well, they're gonna want a player. When you give a player like
Deshaun Watson,
impact player.
So
like
you think
Deshaun
he's a career type? I mean,
I think he's above average quarterback.
Okay.
I think he's a B quarterback.
Okay.
Possibly could be an A if he was in the right system. He got all to make all the throws.
Yeah.
He can move out the pocket.
Yeah.
He can run the read option, and he makes good decisions.
Right.
He got a cannon.
Oh, he's a great player. That's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't rate him that low. I give him B+.
Yeah, well, I said
because remember he had Kansas City down that game.
Yeah, he had him down 24 number. What I'm saying, I took the plus off because he got 22 alleged charges hanging over his head. So that plus.
So we not even keeping it on the field then if you.
Yeah, well, that's part of. No, you're talking about market value.
I thought I'm just talking about the game. He's a good player.
Well, you can't get in the game if you can't get on the damn field. We talking about what your potential is. We talking about all this goes into the factor of him getting picked and traded and his value. Now that actually what they're doing is actually devaluing Deshaun Watson.
Right.
So they won't have to try to ask for so much because he hasn't played. He also has those 22 allegations against him.
Right.
So a lot of teams don't want to pick. It's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late.
So now it's up to them. So now
Yeah.
you got Cam out there and you got Deshaun.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people might think I'm crazy,
Talk to me.
but I wouldn't mind doing a 3-team trade where the Redskins could get somebody like Tua. See, if the Redskins could get Tua and the
You
Dolphins,
want a young quarterback.
I want a young quarterback that's accurate. Tua is accurate. One thing I give Tua, he's accurate. We have short receivers.
Yeah.
And the system that we run, we're getting the ball, get rid of. That's one of Tua's strengths.
Yeah.
Tua can get, see, a lot of people don't think Tua is very accurate,
Okay.
but he's young.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'd rather take a chance with Tua than Fitzpatrick.
Right. Okay. Michael Bettany.
Hey, Mike, I would take a chance with Tua, and we can do a 3-team trade where we can give the Houston.
Mm-hmm. What's going to be the
We'll
trade?
give the Dolphins.
So you give the Dolphins Deshaun Watson,
Yeah.
and
And
we
we'll
take
take-
Tua.
To Tua, we send Haneke and some picks,
Okay.
right?
Wherever.
And
But
let the
Houston.
same situation play out. Let Fitzpatrick back up Tua again,
Yeah.
or let Tua back up Fitzpatrick.
Well, that's a lot of money on the table now. So
Yeah.
I don't think you can do it now. I mean, Fitzpatrick make what, $10 million this year?
Yeah, that's nothing. That's
Yeah.
that's underpaid for a starting quarterback. That's like nothing. That's
Yeah,
how-
you probably
the
right.
average quarterback in the NFL is $20 million man. Now you got some making 40.
Mhm.
So if you only making $10 million, just like Andy Dalton, y'all expendable.
Right.
You can chalk that. You can eat that.
Mhm.
You know, it's not like we so in debt. We paid $27 million. Like, you know, we paid Kirk Cousins $25 million
Every
for like
year.
3 years.
Right. True
So
that.
we can
That
easily
is a
eat $10
fact.
million. That's not nothing. If as long as we get the quarterback that we're looking for, the Redskins. I'm gonna tell you something. If you take the Redskins and you
Mhm.
give them a quarterback
Yeah.
that is proven and makes good decisions, the Redskins by far could lead the division.
Oh,
We
without
did
a
it
doubt.
with Alex Smith, a quarterback before he got hurt. We was leading the division.
Yeah.
All you got to do is have a pedestrian quarterback. Somebody. That's why I said Tua is done.
Don't turn it over.
Don't turn it over. This is
Yep.
what Fitzpatrick is going to work against us because every time
Oh,
he throw
he's
the ball,
letting it fly.
every time he throw the ball, we're gonna be, oh, here we go. And don't let him throw 1 or 2. If he throw 2 picks,
Right.
then Haneke probably will replace him
Yeah.
quick.
And that's going to be a problem because he's unproven. So I don't know, man. It's going to be tough for us.
And a lot of people-
We did get a question from Corey Hart. He asked
Go ahead.
about the Buffalo and Pittsburgh game. I'm going to go with the Steelers on that.
They trying to
Um,
ease some picks in like a mama.
Right.
Corey trying to. Where they playing at?
I believe they're playing in Buffalo.
I like Buffalo.
Give me Steelers for $2.
I take that.
Okay.
I like Buffalo.
So you got the
One of the
Bucks
reasons the Steelers,
and Buffalo.
one of the reasons the Steelers going until Ben Roethlisberger shows that he can push the ball downfield like he used to,
Mhm.
teams are going to choke up on their receivers and just get after Ben and force him to throw because he's been playing dink and dunk.
Right.
He's going to have to show that his arm is back.
Yeah.
They got enough Claypool and all those dudes.
Mhm.
You got to be able to push the ball 20, 25 yards down the field.
Yes, indeed.
This what opens up the safety, pushes the safety back. But all that underneath shit, now you got the safety coming up. You got the linebackers. They got all the drag routes. Everybody playing up. They know you're going to get rid of it quick
Yeah.
because your arm ain't
as
as strong as it used to be.
Correct.
Y'all won 11 games last year and just went crazy.
Michael Bettany
Cowboys.
said, man, the Cowboys are healthy this year. We win in the division early. Good luck, Mike. I don't
Well,
think so.
the
I
Cowboys
think the division
are
is going to be tough this year.
a front runner with the Redskins based on it's all about Dak.
Mhm.
Let's break down to the meat of it. It's all about Dak Prescott. I said the 5 players in the league that's under the most pressure this year: Dak Prescott, Sam Darnold,
Mhm.
Carson Wentz.
Danny Dimes, would you put him under there? Or not?
Nah, I think they
like Danny.
they picked up to pick him.
Okay.
He threw me off.
Okay.
Uh,
Who else?
Joe Burrows.
Joe Burrows. for
Joe
sure.
Burrows, second year.
He was looking good before the injury.
Yeah,
though.
but he's the number 1 pick. But
yeah.
number 1 picks don't have long before people start saying they're bust. Even if you get
Right.
hurt,
You got
you
3
got
years.
hurt your first
Sometimes
year.
you got 2.
Then this is his sophomore year. So this year he'd have missed the rookie of the year because he got hurt.
Right.
So now your sophomore year, you got to have like a rookie like season
Mhm.
because you didn't play.
Right.
So I think Joe Burrows, Dak Prescott coming off injury. You got who did I say? Carson Wentz.
Yeah. Carson
You
Wentz
got
for sure.
Sam Donald, and another person that's going to be looked at real with a shiesty eye is the guy for the Rams.
Okay. Well, my sleeper pick is the quarterback of the Saints, our man,
Oh yeah.
Jameis Winston.
Well, I think James Winston will.
I think he's gonna have a.
I said
I think
that
he'll have a
earlier. If you go
blowout
back and
year.
check the tape,
Yeah.
I said earlier the tape. I said that the Saints will have a good year.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston can make all the throws,
Yeah.
and he had that eye surgery. He had laser surgery.
Yeah.
So pay attention now. And he has one of the best check down receivers ever to play the game. If you just check, man, once they pushed, and he had the possession receiver now, he's not playing game one.
Right.
So
You talking about Michael Thomas?
Michael Thomas is not playing game one.
Right.
What we look like on the break?
So Herm said, random question. What's y'all thoughts on Max leaving First Take? I think
That's
he
a
ain't,
good
he ain't
topic.
mess his money up.
That's a
Herm.
good topic.
So
Well, we all know that Max Kellerman he didn't leave.
mhm.
Stephen A. said it's time for him to go.
Right. It was just time he had to get some type of
Let me
spot
tell
because
y'all
Skip and
something.
Shannon was blowing him out the
Let
water.
me tell y'all something. Not that. They was number one. They still number one. It wasn't about the ratings because they still had the number one ratings because Stephen A. Smith was number one.
Okay.
It wasn't the ratings. What happened is it was controversial because all of Stephen A.'s points that you don't suppose to debate were debated by Max.
Okay.
Like when Stephen A. Smith gives you something and he say, my sources say, that means he already know.
Right.
So he done already found, he can't say who they were that told him.
No, you can't do
Because
that.
he never given sources up. That's one of the reasons why Stephen A. Smith has so many sources, because he never reveals who they are.
Exactly.
See, when people know they can come to you or tell you, man, look, tweet you and all that, and they never get back to who said what,
Yeah.
then they were more reluctant. They more willing to give you more information. And if you know any history about Stephen A. Smith came up through the ranks where he was one of the few guys that could talk to the players, get information about what was going on in the locker room, who was bad, who was liked, who was non-liked.
Yep.
He had all the gossip or the 411 on all the players.
Mm-hmm.
His rise to stardom was when he actually came on First and Take as a guest for Skip Bayless.
Right.
Skip Bayless left ESPN
With the Fox Sports.
and went to Fox Sports.
Mhm.
Disney brought ESPN.
Exactly.
Skip Bayless rolled out. And now if you look at what Stephen A. Smith is doing, he's doing the same thing that Skip Bayless was doing
Yep.
when the show initially started. He's having visitor guests until they find the right one.
Yeah.
Anybody letting people come on. He might be watching us. We'll go.
We
Stephen
will
A.
go on.
From all over the place podcast. Stephen, I would debate you. I got you. Listen, man. First and foremost, a lot of guys will call Stephen A. Smith a coon.
Yeah.
A lot of guys had some guys. Yeah. Ain't my position to say. But I know one thing. Stephen A. Smith is starting to get. Well, he's not starting. He has, and is. It's very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Because Stephen A. Smith is getting motherfuckers fired that look like the mother motherfuckers.
Right.
See, it used to be the other way around. Motherfucker, get you out of there. Now
Right.
Stephen A. Smith is getting motherfuckers out of there. He's telling motherfucker, look, this is my joint, man. Look, I'm gonna let you come on. You can talk.
Yeah.
You can debate me, man. The chair open. Anybody can come. And then tomorrow he has Keyshawn. The day after
Okay.
that, he got the big boy.
So who would you like to see up there?
Well, he gonna have Ryan Clark. He gonna have everybody. He's even get Tim Tebow.
Okay.
So I'd like to see all of them like that. I
mean,
don't like to see the same person every day.
Well, I think that they're gonna probably try to find some diversity somewhere. I know they got Molly Quirm and a girl on there, but I think they're gonna try to find some type of diversity and try to find somebody that's probably white or Hispanic or something like that. They'll probably know what they're talking about.
So you think they're going to? You
I
think
we're on the
you think
diversity
Stephen?
route. Like Tim Tebow or somebody like that. That's what I think.
Well, Tebow already got him a job. They just still consider.
But who
ESPN.
could they bring in there that's gonna really debate with him like that?
Well, it's a couple dudes. It all depends on who. See,
I like Michael Irvin.
See, yeah, Michael Irvin's good, but see, a lot of people just know if you invite. See, that's for real. I think it would be good if he get a guy that don't everybody know, because
Right.
a lot of those guys, we've seen enough of them to either like them or not like them. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been saturated all over all the shows.
Right.
So what they do here, and you can think about the same thing happened with Greenberg and Mike.
Mm-hmm.
He got rid of Mike. Mike
Right.
Golick or Golick.
Yeah, Golick. Mm-hmm.
He got rid of Mike Golick
Oh,
because
that's a good one. Jalen Rose.
yeah,
That
Jalen
was
Rose,
good.
Yeah. But how you gonna?
But
be
I
on
like that show
he
that
can't
he
be
got
on-
with the other
right,
dudes.
and he
I
can't
like
be on
that
a show with his wife.
Right.
You know,
True.
it's
True.
white
true,
show. They
true,
get the arguing and shit. And they whoop Stephen ass on it.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's a
Steve-
good point.
Stephen
I
A.
do like Jalen Rose, though. I like his perspective on a lot of different things.
Well, really, I don't even like Molly. For real, I don't like Molly as a good moderator. I like Jamel Hill. I liked her as a moderator. I thought she was great. A lot of people ain't here.
Their show was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Jamil Hill and
And-
Mike.
You talking
whatever
about
his name,
numbers
I can't-
don't lie.
Yeah,
Mike
yeah,
Smith.
yeah.
You notice Jamel Hill was the weight because since she left, you haven't seen Mike Smith nowhere.
I ain't seen Michael
So
Smith.
Jamel
nowhere.
Hill was the power in that couple.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because she was the one after she left. Mike Smith. I don't know if he said he didn't want to be bothered with
Right.
because he could have said
You never know.
You never know. But I wouldn't allow one instance. What Ty say?
He said Stephen A. Smith lied about Kevin Durant trade. He said it was a close friend to Durant's camp, and it wasn't.
Okay.
Well, sometimes they
Yeah,
lie. They
yeah.
might not.
Well,
get
that's
it right
probably
all the time.
that's probably him not. Part of that lie was him not admitting who it really was.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
Sometimes
Can't give up to your.
you can't give up your sources because your source. Jamel got herself fired.
I think that
Okay.
was with the Trump joint. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
They don't ever mess your bag up. Who was at the mess their bag up that was smoking weed on Instagram that one time? He's
Oh, Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce.
Paul
Lunched out.
Pierce.
Yeah,
Now they eased him back, and he's been on a couple podcasts. I seen him on.
Okay. Do you trust his analysis? I know some
Well,
people say he's trying to be-
Paul Pierce is
I don't
kind of
know.
like a little hater to me. I don't.
Okay.
Some of them guys, you got to like they're not objective. If they lost to dudes and all that,
Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah. They take it a
LeBron
little too
beat them and
personal.
all that. Yeah, they take stuff. You know, a lot of dudes don't want to give it to a younger dude. Man, LeBron ain't all that. You know, listen, they're always listen. I tell y'all about this all the time. A lot of y'all, and tell me if y'all ever seen this since y'all been watching sports on TV. Have y'all ever,
Mhm.
since y'all been watching sports, seen them compare two white dudes' career to each other?
Late. They'll try to compare the quarterbacks of old, Joe Montana, Steve Young, Brett Favre, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. They'll do something like that, but it's never to the extent of black and black.
What about the basketball? Have you ever heard them comparing any white players to one another?
I mean, it was how many white players was really
There's
other
been a
than
lot of white players.
Larry Bird? Who else?
Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Pistol Pete Maravich, a lot of them.
You gonna name 5, but you gonna name
No, I'm just-
5,000 black.
No,
players?
I'm just saying it's a concept. Whether you got 5,005, it still should be. Why is it always blacks compared up against each other?
right. That's just the way it is.
Larry
You know
Bird,
that's how it
yeah,
is.
but that's it, to keep us tearing each other down. Because see, you can't give one credit without tearing the other one down.
Right.
And this is what I'm saying when they always say LeBron and against Mike. Listen, those are two different eras of basketball.
Right.
We already know, man. LeBron is the GOAT of this era.
Yeah.
It's simple as that.
Period.
I mean, if you say anything else, you just, man, Kobe, man, listen. Kobe Bryant is hands down in the top 3 best players in this era.
Yeah. Period. Rest
Yeah.
in peace, Kobe too.
Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. And some Kobe fans will say, man, he was better than Bryant. He got 5 rings. Yeah, okay.
10 straight finals speaks for itself.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant
And Kobe was a bad boy.
was a
But
bad boy, but
compared
Kobe
to LeBron-
Bryant's responsibilities on the team was not as more as LeBron James.
Mhm.
If you have a job and your job is to mop and sweep, and I have a job, I got to mop, sweep, wipe down, screw the table,
Yeah.
move the furniture, and I do all that, and you just do what you do.
Right.
I'm all right
True.
because I'm doing more
You're doing
things
more.
on the job than you are, and I've had more success in the areas that you had.
Agreed.
I got more points than you.
Mhm.
LeBron got more points than Kobe yet?
I don't know. We would
course
need
he
our
got
fact.
more
We
points.
would need our stat man.
Herm, do
Frankenstein, but
LeBron got John Stockton and Steve Nash.
yeah, you never gonna hear that.
Right.
That
they
debate.
never talk about because John Stockton's clearly better than Steve Nash.
Right.
But a lot of people say, man, you crazy. Steve Nash 50, 40, 90. Man, listen, John Stockton was a beast. But 2 different eras.
Two different
Once
eras.
again, so it's hard to compare them. Because you
Mhm.
have to, when you start comparing them, you got to start tearing one down to show you how great the other one is.
Yeah. Well, 9 o'clock, y'all. We're gonna take our last break before we get into this relationship. I do want to ask y'all a question though, and I'm gonna ask you when we come back. You can think about it now. Rick James or George Clinton?
Oh man, George Clinton, without a doubt.
Rick James is a bad boy, though.
Rick James is all.
Rick James is bad.
Man,
we want to know what y'all got to say about that.
Rick James, about George Clinton, man, Funkadelic probably. There you go once again. Rick James had Tina Marie, but George Clinton had everything: Parliament, Funkadelics, everything, Mothership, everything. He 2-3 bands. Yeah, George Clinton and Boosie Collins up there together. George beat Boosie out.
Okay.
A lot of people said Boosie Collins was Easy E fault.
You know what? Cut it out.
Yo, remember that dance that they call the WAP? Let me introduce this new thing called the HOP. Something special for the ladies that make their coochie pop. And you know she gets down when she ride on top. Dig zap with the motion, girls on to it. Don't trip.
And we are back 9 o'clock, y'all. Third. We'll be in the third, fourth segment.
Fourth segment is a recap. First segment,
the
always
All Over the Place podcast.
All Over the Place podcast. Go to our site, chime in, like the page, do whatever you need to do to get with us. Tell people about us. We are around town and we do get down.
Indeed.
And we recap of what we did. First segment, always prayers up.
Yep.
We talked about the 3 homicides up in the Longfellow or Emory Heights area. We also talked about the shooting back to back in Riggs. Gotta send our prayers up to all the families that was affected.
Yes, indeed.
We talked about
also gone but not forgotten. Rest in peace of Michael K. Williams,
right.
Great actor known as Omar from The Wire. We did speak on him a little bit.
Spoke on him.
We did do some sports talk. I guess Thursday we can talk more about Cam because we didn't really touch that.
Yeah, well, Cam ain't nothing to talk about right now. He's not working. So Cam, he done went back to Spain. You know what I'm saying? Cam is nothing to talk about, you know. And I like Cam. I like Cam better than every quarterback the Redskins have.
Right.
I think Cam could come to the Redskins and start. But the only thing about Cam is we have short receivers. That's why I like an accurate quarterback. That's why I like a guy that's accurate. When you got short receivers, you got to make precise throws.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because Cam is more of a, you know, he got a cannon and all that. He's not that accurate.
And he can move around a little bit.
He can move around, but those days where he running around and all that Superman, that shit is over. So he has to learn how to be a pocket pass. But get back to relationship.
Relationship talk, man. What y'all got for us? Y'all can easily throw a question up there.
Listen.
We're going to give us some scenarios, man.
Listen.
See what happens. Let's talk.
Last week, we talked about a guy let his mother-in-law come live with him. Mother-in-law, nice looking girl, probably about 26. Mother-in-law like 41, 42. You know, good looking. Says mother-in-law cool. Everything month go by. He downstairs in the man cave chilling. They got 5,000 square foot house.
Yeah.
Mother, you know, she takes a little taste every once in a while. Okay. Just so happened the daughter went to the store or something. Went out, get groceries and shit. Mom twisted his mother, come down in the man cave with a fucking nightgown on, see-through nightgown, with a thong on, ass blasting like a motherfucker, titties upright, firm, and titties upright, firm, big old black Hershey Kisses nipples. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn light switches. You know what I'm saying? She got in and told me, let me turn it. Motherfucker got 370-inch TV. He like, no, Mom, I got it. But goddamn, no, Mom, go ahead, turn the channel off. He tell him, go ahead, turn the channel, turn the ESPN. But he really trying to get in that motherfucker. Mom's flop back on the couch like, oh, it's so nice there. Yeah. I've never been down here. He's like, oh, Mom, you can stay there. What? And next thing you know, Mom start getting a little touchy feely.
Start feeling this up.
Like, go ahead, Mom. Go ahead. But I'll arouse you.
Yeah.
Right? Your phone go off.
Uh-huh.
It's your girl. Right? Your girl. It's like, babe, what you doing? And you like, babe, what you doing? I'm on the way. I'm about 5 minutes away from the house. You're like, all right. Now you got, Mom, look, you got to get the fuck out of here. Because the dude said he didn't want to create no problem because he loved his wife, but it caught him off guard because the mother-in-law is so fine.
Yeah.
And what would you do?
Yeah, what would y'all do?
What would you do? And the situation can be flip-flop. If it was a girl, we got some girls on here. If the father was good looking,
right, and
the father came down, he had a little drink and started rubbing on. He said, "Damn,
had the sweatpants on, all that."
Yeah, he had them low ass Adidas pants on. Joan, you can see his Joan hard as a motherfucker. Like, damn, girl, Shaw, you fat as a motherfucker. My son, man, his son he ain't coming back. And then the dude called, baby, what you doing?
No, a female gonna know what to say.
Yeah, girl, where were you at? You should have been back.
Right.
She gonna flip it on you. Been back. Oh no, I'm coming, I'm in trap. Nigga, he out trying to fuck something himself. That's how nigga is. He's so stupid. Your father gonna nail your motherfucking girl. You out bullshit trying to get another side piece. Talking about you went to get groceries. You out there fucking with another girl.
That's how I be. You know what? Somebody actually told me.
He said, I doubt I would fuck my father-in-law.
Okay.
But look, what about if your father-in-law was good looking, better looking than the dude you fuck with, Don?
Right.
And he was sexy. You're like, damn, his father is kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? Because in some cases, the father does look better than the child, maybe because the child might not take care of himself or might not have as much swag. They brought up in two different eras. One might have a little bit more style than the other, but they do have the same resemblance.
Okay.
Which is, they're attracted to the son or the daughter because you can see them in each other.
Exactly.
So if you see it at a more polished level, what do you do? You know what I'm saying?
Great question.
You know what I mean? I don't know if I could ever.
I don't think I would do
I
that.
could ever.
Look but don't touch.
Yeah, I could never sleep with my son's girl, not unless if he brought Megan Good or some shit like that. Man,
Megan Thee Stallion.
yeah, he brought Megan. Oh, if he brought Megan Thee Stallion, I drug my son, put some in his drink, man. His ass go to sleep. Megan Thee Stallion. No, he say, nah, that's weird. That happened on the Oval and caused controversy. Yeah, the Oval is another show where they got all kinds of Jones on the Oval.
Is that
that's Tyler Perry? Yeah, that's Tyler Perry. It's about the presidency and what happens in
okay.
Yeah.
Well, their perspective of what's going on.
Yeah, you got a white president with a black wife, and son is a pervert. He be jacking off in front of psychiatrists. Man, son, he killed his grandmother, choked her out. Man, that joint way out there.
Okay.
Then go ahead.
Let me ask you a question, because I had this conversation with my man this weekend, and this is what he said. If you are on the dating scene, it's best if you want to have a girl to go in church, deep in church, to go find you that girl. Because if you find anybody in the street, just automatically now, think she's got 4 or 5 other dudes that she talking to.
So you saying church girl over?
Yeah, I mean, if you find somebody out in the street, you can't get
church girl over somebody you just met outside of church.
Well,
let's just say outside.
He's just saying, like, if you meet somebody at Sobe Lounge, just know she probably got 3 other dudes that she talking to.
Well, yeah.
And you got to beat them other 3 out.
Yeah. That's true. Like that? That's true. But a lot of girls shuffle guys around, really not. They just use them because they don't have nothing else going on, but they're not really interested. You could be that guy to come in and blow all of them away.
Right.
Because there are some church girls that man, they're nasty as a motherfucker.
Yeah, true that.
The church girl beat a dick better. Don't think them goddamn church girls automatically this shit. That motherfucker put that Bible there and knock your motherfucking head off. Suck your jaw drop.
Yeah.
Don't think, hallelujah, your motherfucking ass. See, don't think just because a girl go to church.
This man,
I'm telling you, man. Don't think, see, that's the old thing when, church was just, a church girl got 4 or 5 in the church.
Oh, right. True.
Right. Yeah.
Didn't think about that, Monica.
Right, because you see, church girls, a lot would say, are more structured than a person who is not, or not even just church, any guy or girl that has a religious setting, or they're following the doctrine, or trying to follow the ways of which is being taught.
Whatever is being taught, right?
Yeah, they have a little bit, if a woman is on the dean or a man is really in church, should have a little bit more moral values than a person
a little more discipline
out there in the street going to bars, hustling and all. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but they could be reversed sometimes because a lot of times it's all about how you was raised.
Okay. So should the same thing flip back on the girl too? If she gets picked up, she might as well just know he probably got 3 or 4 other little side joints.
Well, the numbers in any city or any major city let her know that because it's like 15-1. So
if you're a real dude.
Yeah, well, you got some of the 15-1 where you got guys that's, they put on both sides bisexual. Then you got guys that might be homosexuals or into other things.
So we just talking about heterosexual males, 15 to 1?
Heterosexual, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is
That's a
how
big number.
this is how guys are able to, screw 3 and 4 girls and stuff like that. Or women are selling for dealing with married men or dealing with somebody else's boyfriend because they're like, shit, it's part-time for me. I ain't really want to be with nobody anyway. I need to get myself together.
Right,
you got different reasons why people have multiple partners. Some people just have an appetite.
Mm-hmm.
And they might not be getting everything they need from home.
Right.
And whoever they start sleeping with might be better in bed or might do a trick or two that their significant other won't do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes girls know what switch to hit.
True.
Just as well men. Men might, grow up and get in a steady relationship with old church guy. He come home. They showed you that on Tyler Perry dude, a movie where she was messing with the little pharmacist and ended up messing with wild dude.
Yeah.
He taking on, and he got AIDS. She all going to party, but he had her in an aphrodisiac way out there. And next thing you know, she contracted the virus. She left Lance Briggs? He was the star in that movie, Lance Briggs. Well, he was just a regular guy. He loved his wife, but he was a cornball. Right?
Gomer Pyle?
Yeah, well, he wasn't a Gomer Pyle. He was just a cornball with other dude. He did some things to her that turned out eating out, and she was infatuated with his lifestyle, and start comparing. Here you go. Once people start comparing one to the other, they usually have to tear one down to be objective to the other. You see what I'm saying? So he's like, yeah, my husband don't be doing that. He don't be talking to me like you do. Or you be spending time with me. Or well, he just doing that till he get the pussy. And when he get the pussy, he be like, man, that bitch ain't nothing. Because that's an average dude. They just really trying to get. Well, they trying to get. Or the woman.
Right.
The woman, in both cases, they ain't got to just be the man. Women is not getting bodies too. They're like, I'm fucking him.
Right.
It's just that it's just that time that sex, value of sexes went down. Would you say that?
I would say that. The
sexes went down, man. You can get your dick sucked on the bus now. It's just man, you could be riding in the back of the bus, man, and motherfucker got what you want. Motherfucker need a few out. Motherfucker suck your dick on the X bus. W4, you can get your dick sucked. Redeeming Anacostia going up that hill. Yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, things have changed, man. Stuff that's happening now, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, stuff that's happening now never happened.
Right.
Yeah,
Ever happened.
City bus. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Let's say you just met the girl or whatever. Y'all might be in the house just chilling on the couch, and then she invites you to the bedroom, and now you don't know whether you want to go or not go. So how long you gonna play that game?
Well, first and foremost, if a woman invites you to the bedroom, if you move from couch to bedroom, in our mind,
you know what time it is.
You want to fuck me. Now, if you move the couch and then you go room, and then you could get into an act of foreplay and all that, you might do something to turn her off, and she say no. No means no.
Right.
Because sometimes
you never condone that.
Sometimes men are so stupid they can get it kissing. You might do one thing to turn off, and she might say, stop.
Yeah.
You could be playing with her hair, and she don't like you to touch her head. Yeah. Or you could be licking her ear. She's like, I hate when motherfuckers do that. Right. Some women like that. You still thinking that so you need to find out what a woman is into prior to you actually getting into. Because sometimes I done blew some pussy.
Okay.
I done blew some pussies. Got into it, and we get to kissing, and I go around, and then I'll get to biting on the ear. She's like, no, I don't like that. And that's all right. Change that one thing could change the whole mood, like they say, kill the mood.
Yep.
So you got to be real careful when it comes to foreplay.
Okay.
You would hope that you were doing something. You know how motherfucker we do. We kissing and playing with it. We looking around. We looking around to check her eyeballs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Make sure eyeballs. If you look around and she like, and you play, you're like, oh shit, I'm up shit. But if you playing with the pussy, like. Look, we some eyeball check him out. Once we do that, we check our eyeballs. We listen for breathing. We experts now. Motherfuckers start breathing. Voice changes, voiceovers, any voiceover. Hey man, when they turn on that motherfucking when that 96 point, when your shit go from 93 to 96.3, that quiet stuff. Oh, stop. First, like, don't do that. Don't do that. So that ram start getting, oh shit, you on? You done struck gold. You done found that spot.
Struck
You know,
gold.
You done struck gold. We know when we on because the motherfucker speed it up. You know, struck gold, Slim. I'll tell you one thing. Listen,
Oh my God.
every man on here knows Slim when they was in the little session and shit, and they got it first time. Remember the first time you get it, you don't never know.
It's always tricky the first
Slim,
time.
the first time you get the pussy from a newcomer, you don't know if it's a smash hit before you get it with your method until you start seeing her squirm and the voice, the raspy voice, and then you speed up your tactics.
True.
Motherfucker was going from this like first. Motherfucker start
Gunning at you.
turn into a speed bag that was.
Hey, yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Once we start realizing that
It's go time.
Man, she go from stop, don't you stop.
All right, and
Stop.
now you
Stop.
gunning.
Yeah, when they tell you, oh look, I'm not fucking right here. I'm not fucking right here. Next thing you know, her pants is coming down. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes women, there's a difference. Say, look, stop, get off me.
Right,
Get off me mean get off me. See, there's a difference.
Straight up.
But when the women say stop,
All
Stop.
that low talk.
yeah,
and all
I'm
that.
not, stop on. Why are you doing that? That's basically saying
Keep going, right?
Keep going. That's saying keep going,
Yeah,
keep going.
yeah.
Why are you doing this? And you know why we doing? You know goddamn well why we doing this. I'm fucking you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you be, and you don't know.
Hey, Mike Betty, hey man, it's this relationship
Yeah,
talk.
this
You must have just came back
Listen,
here.
Mike, listen. Mike.
You know how we go after that.
You're a married man,
Yeah,
so this doesn't apply to you no more.
no.
But we were talking about
The first time.
the first couple of times, or actually the first time after you have been dating somebody,
Right,
and they have given you the permission to be with them physically.
right.
So we talked about how you actually don't know if a woman actually wants to be with you in that capacity till it actually happens,
Right.
unless y'all talked about it.
Right.
And I ain't want to. I'm too old to be. You gonna fuck me if I come over? We ain't on that kind of time. So a lot of
ain't nobody gonna really say
man,
that. Though.
shit, motherfucker, like, what's up? I ain't driving all the way over that motherfucker. And this is what the young people do. So, you know, us as adults, we
Yeah.
have to hopefully hope that the person that we're dealing with is receiving the affirmation of affection from us that they're looking for, right? Which will allow them to get into another section of hotness, right? And they'll send signals that they want to be with you. You know, when you start doing things and you go down to the zipper and they don't touch your hand.
Right.
You know, this is some things where, you know, women were allowing you to have your way with them. Like I said, now you can't get so excited that you can start overkilling.
Right.
And sometimes that turns a woman off where she might say, oh.
She just wants you to go ahead and do what you want to
Yeah,
do.
this motherfucker too excited.
Right.
You know, you're too anxious.
Calm
And
down.
it can make them nervous.
But what if you get too nervous in it? Though?
Well,
Like,
if you
it's
get too,
somebody
well,
like you really, you know,
it'd have been, this is where you got too nervous where you couldn't get up. Oh, dude, talking about shit. I ain't never couldn't get up. I'm not joking on when you go, that might be you. Well, it's been instances where you'd be so excited because, you know,
Right.
emotions and all that, where you can get ahead of actually what you thought you would be. You would be actually there ready to get it.
Yeah.
And you were thinking it was going to take a little longer than that. So you're not ready because it's something you didn't do to plug yourself into the moment.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So you might have got ahead of the actual act, and she be ready, legs open, everything. Your jaw ain't even hard.
Right.
So you're like, man, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, that's.
You know, that's a
Now
whole.
let me ask you this. So, what happens if that first time, you know what I'm saying, you get it, and the Jones champ, you know what I mean, wasn't what you thought it was going to be, but you really like the girl. She's, you know,
Well,
she's a really good girl, but
I have been in situations like that
it was.
where
wasn't, you know.
well, after we were dating, the most important thing I thought was us actually being together. But because it happened the way it happened, I didn't get a chance to really give it my best go.
Okay.
So I can't grade her if I'm not all the way there. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I know I could do better than what I did. It ain't like every time motherfucker
Yeah, he
first
gonna come in
time he
like
went a
jam.
home run. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you a motherfucker Shazam the pussy. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you might have had a girl one time that you was with her, but that wasn't your best. Right? But you enjoyed it because you still like the girl.
You liked it.
So
right.
you plan this because sometimes I told you can happen unplanned.
True.
It catch you off guard.
Spontaneous.
Yeah. You don't think you're gonna get it. You go over there, man. The girl ready to sleep with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's different things.
So, ladies, y'all, I know we got some ladies out here. Would you date the guy if you really liked him, but he didn't satisfy you in the bed? How many chances would you give him? How many chances would you give him?
Well, I think after one time, the second time, I'll be prepared because you'll be able to get the reading off of if she enjoyed something
Right.
about it. And if she was complaining, man, what the fuck was that? That was some bullshit. Man, you ain't got to, some women direct. You ain't got to ever worry.
Some women are direct.
You'll never get this pussy no more.
Right.
You saying, boy, you got me there for that. The waste of time didn't even come.
Right.
Some women into that. And you could, and then what would you say? Oh, damn.
You gonna say my bad?
I mean, what could you say?
You can't say nothing.
Just say because you already came, or you might didn't get up.
Right.
So whatever the case may be, it wasn't fulfilling on both ends, and that's the goal of intercourse is to be fulfilling on both ends. So you don't want to just get yours and she don't get hers.
So 3 times and then you done?
No, after the second time, I'll be ready. The second time, I'll be more prepared for the event.
Okay, so if it's trash the second time, I mean, is that just an automatic curve?
I don't. Well, if it's trash, meaning that
it wasn't good.
I wasn't good. The pussy was too deep. My joint wasn't big enough. It got to be something. She can't hump. Some girls don't have a rhythm motion. She lay there. What she complaining? What Monica Master say?
Oh, let's get Monica going. Monica said it's more than just that. If there's a connection, it still can work.
Right.
Okay. Right. So if it's not all physical, we all adults on here though. The youngins, they probably be like, nah, that first joint, they curve it.
Yeah. They will tell you, man, that pussy was some trash.
And keep it moving.
Because they got so many options and selections.
Right.
Because now everybody's out. They back out 40 million cases of COVID. Everybody moving around.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of events, no masks, and people all up in everybody's face. This person now, well, I'm vaccinated, but you don't know who else ain't vaccinated. And you don't know if somebody is sick that you're talking to. And man, I don't wish COVID on nobody. I talked to a friend of mine today. She had COVID. I didn't know why. She was missing for about a month. And I was so worried. And I texted her and come to find out I was like, oh my God, because just that fast, something could have happened to her. I wouldn't have found out until it been worse than it was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She actually had to go in the hospital, and she said she didn't have no symptoms.
Right.
She said she was eating and everything. She was eating and no symptoms. Just one day she was aching, like a flu-like ache.
Ended up having it.
And went there and they tested her, said she was negative. Then tested her again. Then she said it's inconclusive. Then they tested her again, and then they said she had COVID. So,
the only thing I can say is, man, I'm praying for everybody, man. One of my friends' daughter ended up getting COVID. I think she's like 9, 10 years old. Continually praying for her, the mama, the family, because it is contagious. But hey,
man,
it's
COVID,
tough, man.
COVID I read something. The Surgeon General, the little Spanish little dude, said something today. He said. What are you laughing?
Hold on. The Surgeon General is a Spanish little dude?
I know he's foreign. I don't know what country he's from, so
I don't even know what the Surgeon General is. Yeah. It was just funny that you said it was.
He said something in reference to that. No amount of nothing is going to make all the COVID cases go away. He basically was saying that
it's here to stay.
Well, he was saying that the way we have to live is not the way we were living. That's why now that everybody's back out, the numbers are going back up because people are starting to congregate and it started being congested areas. A lot of people, they're like, fuck it, man. They're taking chances now.
Right.
But in the beginning, when COVID first out, people wouldn't even come outside.
Nah.
Now they've been inside for a year, which is uncharacteristic for any normal citizen to be not be able to leave his home for a year for any type of reason.
Right.
It's almost like being incarcerated while you're free. So it has some type of traumatic experience on all of us, especially the ones that stayed in the house for a whole year.
Right.
Now they moved around. So they're like, man, look, I didn't have my shot. Man, I can go outside with it, man. But you don't know who else didn't have this shot.
Right.
So you got to be careful of who you're around. And if you're around a lot of people, man, I'm telling you, man, you better keep your mask on, man, because and you can have your mask on and just touching something.
Right.
COVID is on surfaces. I don't see as much people. using sanitizer no more.
Yeah.
In the beginning, people had they had soap and all that. So, okay, he's an Indian. He's an Indian.
That's what made me laugh because I didn't know what he is. I don't even know what to do this. It was just funny that you
See,
called him Mexican.
no, I said I didn't say he was Mexican. I said he was a foreigner.
Oh, okay. I thought you said he was a Spanish.
Spanish guy.
Okay.
Spanish ain't Mexican. Listen. No slight on anybody's origin because basically that's what we're gonna get into one day. We're gonna talk about that too, and that's nationality.
Yeah.
This guy's an Indian. Indians would.
What's his name, Monica Massey? I don't know.
Yeah,
what his
Monica
guy.
knows all that stuff. What's his name?
Yeah, Monica knows.
Yeah,
Look, man, we got five minutes left. We got to hit y'all with what we normally hit y'all with, which is Gone But Not Forgotten. This is our segment where we call out all the names.
Chris McClain, Gone But Not Forgotten.
Yes, indeed. Lil Brucey Morgan, Gone But Not Forgotten.
James Richardson, Gone But Not Forgotten.
Yes, indeed. Let me see who's next.
Gregory Jackson, Gone But Not Forgotten.
Michi Meech, Gone But Not Forgotten.
Michi Meech got Hollywood, his cousin. No, that's his uncle. Hollywood, man, Hollywood was Michi's cousin. I need a Jackson on here to verify that. I think they were first cousins. Yeah, because they were first cousins.
Okay.
First cousins.
Okay. And if y'all got any prayer requests, man, y'all make sure y'all send them in too.
Yeah.
Gone But Not Forgotten. It doesn't mean that they have to be deceased.
Oh, Gone But Not Forgotten. Willa Scott. Willa Scott was around for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gone But Not Forgotten. Omar from the Y. That's Michael K. Williams.
Yeah, Gone But Not Forgotten.
Gone But Not Forgotten. Ronald McDonald and Willard Scott.
Ronald McDonald, the original McDonald's man. Is that who we talking about? Ronald McDonald?
No, we might be talking about somebody else.
Yeah, because I grew up with a Ronald McDonald who was their mother was a substitute teacher. Is that who you talking about? Is that what they're talking about? Because Monica Massey, is that Donald McDonald's brother? There was two brothers that grew up when they went to junior high school. Monica Massey. She hit us in a minute.
So we're 10 seconds behind. So again,
man, we just got a lot going on, man. Listen.
Put them guns down, y'all. If y'all really watching, man.
Dan White.
Yeah.
Gone But Not Forgotten. Man, one thing about Mr. White was one.
He said Willard was the original Ronald McDonald.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say. I know Willard was original Ronald. Yeah.
Herm said my nigga Lee from Lamont Ridge and Backus alum. All right, Gone But Not Forgotten.
Gone But Not Forgotten. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
man, it's been a lot of people that would also want to say Gone But Not Forgotten and send our prayers out to the 3 people that was shot and killed up on Longfellow.
Yeah.
Or however that took place, whether I'm wrong about it being a shooting or not.
Yeah.
Man, we got to put these guns down, man. We got to come to some type of terms. We got to take the streets back, man, because right now it's not going to get better, man.
Yeah, it's getting bad, man.
It's not getting bad. It is bad, but it's not going to get better.
Right.
See, unless more people are involved, we just got to have community activists. I'm trying to get my man on here from Marvin Blunt Bay from Cure the Streets, who is also a big street advocate who goes into the community and talks to the young kids about gun violence and crime and victims. They have an organization as well.
Well, hopefully we can get him on. But just to recap, we up against the clock now. Don't forget to send y'all pics to Slink. Y'all can go back, watch the tape. I'm gonna try to find the number that we put up. But remember, put all your picks in by Thursday, 8:00. It's $100. You ain't putting no money up.
Free entry.
For
the right picks, you get $100.
You get $100 if you
more picks than anybody who's in it.
Yeah.
If it's only 10 people that in it, I think that's a good ratio if you win a
really
chance. If it's 50 people, then the rates go down if you win it. But if it's only 10 people, you might stand a good chance. Somebody gonna win 100 out that 10.
Somebody's gonna win $100
without putting up nothing.
Without putting up a thing.
Well, listen, man. We want to thank y'all for tuning in on the Monday night Labor Day show. Let me give y'all a little bit of what Labor Day is all about.
What is
Labor Day is about when the slaves were working all summer long, and it was hot as a motherfucker. They said, man, look, y'all take money off. Motherfucker, y'all pick enough cotton, man. Fuck this shit.
Where your gumballs had at?
Huh?
What that? He gun line. Hold up. He got a hat for y'all that he wanted to show y'all for Labor Day.
For Labor Day. If you bullshitting around and you go past that gun line, all right, goddamn it, don't go past that gun line. Shoot. This is my sheriff hat. You motherfuckers out there better stop shooting that gun, man.
Yeah, man, stop shooting
that gun, man.
Chill
Y'all
out.
killing our own, man.
Yeah.
This man, we got to stop the violence in DC and anywhere in America for black on black crime.
Yeah.
We love y'all from all over the place podcast.
Have a
Peace
good one.
out.
See y'all Thursday, 7:30.
You gotta get it when you don't, you gotta get it right. Set it, bang. I said you don't, you gotta get it. You don't, you gotta get it right. Set it,